everyone, again. Welcome to the Knightfalls Vale podcast. It's me, Vale.
Takes you a second to get your name out there, doesn't it?
I had to do a pause for ambiance.
Ambiance.
I'm Dreadnought.
Blooper number 1.
And Torin.
Tonight's episode, we have a few things to go over. I'll let Valion
Okay,
let you know.
So we have a packed show again, as always. First, we'll be discussing Thor, Love and Thunder.
The Guardians special.
Guardians special. Some news. We got some fights to discuss. And then we're going to close out with a top 10 video games, since top 10s are really fun. Good discussion.
Easy to get out there.
And easy to get out there, yes.
Opinions
Opinion.
are not necessary. What the fuck was that? I don't even... Whatever.
It was there.
All right. Thor, Love and Thunder. Where are we starting? Moderator.
Okay. Gotta remember to keep these in order.
You're supposed to be the one able to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I think we're not doing that.
Well, I guess start off with my opinion.
Opinion.
I love Thor, Love and Thunder. It was a great movie. I know that's divisive, but I love that movie.
You also love everything Taika Waititi.
Yes, I also love Taika Waititi. It's also colorful and funny.
Mainly one vowel in there, but not vowel.
I thought it was a good movie. I only had one gripe with it. Not enough gore.
True.
That's Gorr, not Gore.
I could see how it would be taken that way. Oh yes, this had too much comedy and not enough gore. There was enough blood. True, but not what I meant.
And Natalie Portman made a great female Mighty Thor. I loved it.
And how the hell they actually made her look sick. That was good.
I mean, that's probably the easiest thing out of all the special effects they would have had to do.
Probably.
But I will say, I understand other people's gripes. If you like a more serious story, not that it wasn't, but if you don't like comedy, it might not be for you, because there is a lot of comedy on top of the seriousness. There's a lot. I'll even admit it.
Yeah, it's...
I can understand how someone might think the comedy's stupid, and but I personally love it, so it don't bother me.
Equal balance.
Yeah, I think it was balanced, but other people might not think it was so balanced. I thought it was. And then the goats.
That was balanced enough for you?
Even Chris Hemsworth doesn't like being the butt of all the jokes, and that's kind of what Thor's turned into a little bit.
I'm surprised Mark Ruffalo hasn't said the same thing about Hulk. God damn it, there I go.
Everything.
No.
Yeah,
Hulk went and smashed a fucking woman out in the fucking universe, and we didn't know about it till after She-Hulk.
Hey, She-Hulk spoilers. Spoilers alert. We always say that too late, people. I'm sorry.
Our entire show is a spoiler. Surprised our name isn't spoiler.
Hey.
Should be dressed in purple and wear a hood.
All right, so this will tie into, does it recapture the glory that Ragnarok gave us? Because I think we all liked Ragnarok more, at least.
What are you talking about?
Probably
as a movie.
As a movie, sure, it was good. Okay.
Ragnarok's different with him. He's iffy with that one. But personally, for me, yes, story, I think I like Ragnarok a little more, but they're not that far off from each other. I love Thor and what Hemsworth does with Thor, so there's some bias there, but I love them both. But Ragnarok had slightly better story, probably.
You want me to chime in about Ragnarok? Or?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, God.
Ragnarok.
We're not going to go into the movies. Might as well get it out of your chest right now.
That story was great up until it tried to steal a Hulk story. Like, if you didn't have Planet Hulk in there, it probably would have done a lot better in my view.
Dreadnought's a Hulk fan, people. Keep it a secret.
Well, yeah, because it's a real secret that I'm a Hulk fan.
Keep it a secret.
I've now, in 2 episodes, ranted about it.
I guess we'll get into, at least I know this is one of my gripes. I was not happy with the way Gord looked. By far.
Too human for you?
Yeah.
He was very human.
I don't know why.
Kind of reminded me of Voldemort.
It was a white Voldemort.
That's why they gave him a nose. They didn't want him to look like Voldemort.
Uh-huh.
I didn't have an issue with Christian Bale's portrayal of him, though, because Christian Bale's great.
What about his daughter? That storyline.
I think in the comic books it was his son, so that would.
I liked it for the movie. I'm not one of them people that's gonna tear a movie down because they change one little thing from the comics. I'm not.
That
gonna
change
do
was
that.
fine.
Yeah.
They didn't change one little thing. What about the sword?
Well, the Thor is connected to Null. That's starting to get into Spider-Man territory, and we all know Sony and Disney.
Hey, Null is a god. He's Marvel territory.
He
Let's be
is.
honest
No,
here.
his main story is with Spider-Man and Venom. So
You can't even say they really changed it. They just didn't go into the origin of the sword,
Yeah, because it's Null's sword.
which is
So
fine.
you can tease us with Symbiote is finally in the MCU with that little drip that stayed behind, but we can't say Null is the god of symbiotes.
No, it's can't do it.
So, based on what they set up in the movie, did Gore have a reason to hate all gods?
I mean, sure. I mean, it was a very kind of, in my opinion, a very basic reason, but it's everyone's reason for an internet situation. Like, you down in the dumps, you need some help, and God or gods, whatever you believe in, want to help you, and you're like, well, fine, fuck you, I'll just start killing you or something. I can understand it. It's simplistic, but it worked.
I love that they showed us pantheons and
Yeah.
the whole Zeus scene.
That was a good scene. That was good. That was really
But
good.
I didn't like how we didn't get enough Gore killing gods. I mean,
Yeah.
his name is Gore the God
Yeah,
Killer.
we only saw the aftermaths. We never really
Yeah.
got to see him actually killing much.
We saw him kill one god when he first got the sword.
Yeah, it was basically a fodder god. Here, you're going to be fodder. Yeah, it was something.
That probably was some of the bits that got cut out because it was the shorter movie compared to others.
Oh, yeah.
They could have left in all the... I thought I turned notifications off.
Phone.
I'm on vibrate.
Actually, I have to. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It'd have been worse if I still had the notifications.
Emo-
Emotional damage!
that would have been a...
Because I just spent money.
Yeah. That would have been a...
Yeah, so we were on Gore reasons and whatever.
Oh, I think we
So you don't
covered-
want us to get hit. I think we covered it, but...
Yeah, I think we did.
Okay.
What else?
I don't
What
know.
else we got here? Let's move us along. This is horrible.
What do you mean? You're doing good.
8 minutes in, what we got?
I told you there wasn't a lot for this.
No?
And it's not that long of a movie. There's
It's only a 2-hour movie.
There's not that much, and it didn't
Was
have...
it that short?
Yeah,
I was sitting-
that's
it
why I
felt
said it was one
longer.
of the shortest
And it
ones.
didn't have a gigantic scope like
Yeah,
of other MCU movies. So
we're gonna be talking more about where we think Thor is going to appear next than we probably are going to talk about the movie.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, from what to just add a little bit. So from where the plot for Gore being mad at everything was fairly close to the comic that it came out
Yes.
as. That was pretty close.
Yeah. His look was the only thing that didn't, translate from comics.
Yeah, and then the ending is for that series doesn't end the same way.
Yep,
But
nope. They just kind of killed off another villain. That's the MCU thing.
Yep.
We'll get to that one in a minute. But for Dean, Jane Foster's storyline. Jane Foster's storyline.
That's only
Looper.
with Dean's there.
Yeah. Jane Foster's storyline, pretty close to what
I love
remember.
it. That's pretty much her comic storyline. She gets cancer, becomes worthy, and
Mjolnir basically killing her and keeping her safe at the same time.
yep. And she technically does die even in the comics, but again, spoiler alert, maybe for a future MCU story, who knows, she breaks out of Asgard and comes back. So
And isn't she Valkyrie at some point too?
there's
that storyline.
And she flops back and forth. She's Thor, and she's...
So
If
we're
Tessa's
going to get
a-
another Valkyrie. Well, she
Oh.
did have, if we're going to talk about Jane Foster, she did have a pretty good relationship
I'm
with
happy.
Valkyrie.
I'm happy they got to bring Natalie Portman back and do Jane's character justice. That's one of my favorite
Instead
things
of
about
just
Love.
being
They
left
gave it
off
justice.
screen?
The first Thor movie was a pretty good movie. Dark World was not a good movie. That was not a good movie.
It's just because the story felt like it was
And
forced for us.
Ragnarok was great, but Jane wasn't in it. It's like they ignored her. But then I was kind of annoyed. Like, oh, they're just going to drop Jane's story.
Most of Thor Ragnarok didn't take place on Earth anyway.
True, but still, there was barely. It's like, but then they bring her back and gave her whole story meaning again, and They made it work.
Maybe if Tessa
They
Thompson
gave it
retires,
justice.
she becomes a Valkyrie at some point.
They did Jane's story justice.
That's if she wants to actually continue on.
Yeah.
Took her forever to say yes to this movie, didn't it?
Well, it took original thoughts by Taika. And now Taika probably isn't coming back for the next one.
Because people gave him shit for this movie. It's like, quit giving the
He
director
does
shit
so
for
many
this.
things well, but he does rely on humor a lot, and that's not where they want to be with the character anymore.
I am Taika Waititi.
But then just switch up directors and have him do something else for a character that actually uses humor, like Spider-Man or something.
Well, as Cork's still alive, so he may have to come back to do a voice.
No, he's married now.
He's a married man now. Why do we think the
To
state
Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Yes, I'm keeping that joke alive.
to Dwayne?
Why do I feel like if he actually did a continuation of that character, he'd for some reason name their kid Shazam?
Oh God! Wow! Wow!
Spectacular. There's just a spectacular child.
Yeah.
Shazam! Kid's there.
The gods granted us this child. Or, no, the wizard. The wizard.
I have no idea if moderator has a side bullet point written down for this. I'm just gonna say it since we're on Love and Thunder. One of the best soundtracks the MCU has ever had. Don't care.
You know, that's just because it's rock classics.
I will say
And they're perfectly placed in that movie. I loved it.
Taika kind of did with his movies what James Gunn did with his.
Mhm.
The music made the movies.
They put the
more
whole
enjoyable.
Guns N' Roses soundtrack in Love and it was great. It was great.
Two other small things. Well, one's a little bigger, but
I don't like the way you're looking at me when you looked at that bullet point.
you started talking.
Oh.
Potential young Avenger in Heimdall's kid,
Oh yeah.
Axel.
Was that an actual thing in the comics?
I think
don't
it
know.
is an actual thing. I think because that's been speculated.
That's yeah.
That is a thing.
We have been getting a lot of young Avengers in these,
Oh, yeah.
this Phase 4 here.
We got
At this point, if they don't announce the Young Avengers project, we're going to be more disappointed.
Miss Marvel. We got Kate Bishop. We got wherever you want to say Peter fits in. You got
Mentor.
yeah.
He would end up being the mentor, and you would have...
one day maybe. We'll
You would cream your pants if he said that. I'm training this kid named Hope.
yeah.
Elijah Bradley, the kid, his grandson.
Yeah.
That's a Young Avenger. He's Patriot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say it so Jay doesn't have to. Scar.
Yeah.
Thank you. Just, I can't talk about
They just
the way...
threw him
I
in
cannot
there.
talk about the way they just...
We still have potential Wiccan and Speed.
Yeah. Wherever they went, they're with Mephisto. They're gonna be with Mephisto. Don't get me on Mephisto.
They keep teasing you with
I've
that.
been waiting.
Sasha Baron Cohen, presumably. That's the rumor.
I still think it would be awesome.
All right.
doing it.
First time you see him, very
Hey.
nice.
You know, it's kind of sad if I put his face, Sacha Conan Baron's face, in the way all his movies and stuff with Mephisto. I hear more
Yeah.
Sacha than I do Mephisto.
That's the only thing I worry about. I love Sacha Baron Cohen, but having him be Mephisto, the only thing I worry about is can myself included take it serious? 'Cause I'm just gonna see, hey, it's Borat.
You're gonna see
Hey,
Elf
it's
and
Bruno.
Bukake.
Bruno.
Dean, maybe that's the thing. If you don't take him serious, he's that more manipulative.
True.
That's
true.
yeah. God, you are evil. You didn't even take it. Took you milliseconds to put that together.
You gotta plan ahead. Slightly bigger on the agenda, the reveal of eternity.
Oh yeah.
That was the whole point of the movie.
I
Get to eternity.
hope that wasn't a one-off.
Well, in
Because Eternity's look and feel gave me a lot of what the hell is that character's name that gives Captain your favorite Spider-Man,
you're talking about
all powerful, cosmic,
the
yes,
Enigma Force.
the Enigma Force.
Oh, you think? Oh, I mean, yeah.
That would be a great add to the MCU, the Enigma Force, because one
Really?
that's
Would
on
it
top-
be a great ad for you? Really, just having to sit next
Would
to
you
me
fuck
in a
off just
theater
because
when
I
Spider-Man
don't
gets
want
that
Spider-Man
power?
punching Hulk into the fucking space?
It'd be funny. I had the guys like, you really want that? Well, no.
No, we're getting it animated.
He's gonna see. Yeah, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it.
Then, where do we see Thor next?
I don't have no clue. Looking at the slate, it's like
Wearing bunny slippers, taking love around space.
I don't think we're going to be getting him in Guardians 3. Because
Nope.
Guardians took off in the middle of
I think that's the whole reason we got
and they left them. Like, we can't do it.
Thor,
anymore.
Love, and
Bye.
Thunder.
Yeah. You'll see him in Kang or Secret Wars.
So 3 years from now?
Guaranteed. But yeah, I don't know where
He is taking a break, so it's not
Yeah.
like he's going to be on top of projects.
Yeah.
But is it going to be Kang / Secret Wars that we're going to get next time we see him? Because I don't think we're going to see him anywhere else.
I just
Yeah,
had a
I don't
thought.
see anywhere that
I
makes
think
sense.
Secret Wars is more so when you're going to get the young Avengers characters around, and then you're going to have Kang with the older Avengers. Like, we're going to have the back and forth that are
I
happening
think
at
we're
the same
getting
time.
Slight early spoilers then. Well, Kang is rumored to be Ant-Man, Strange, and more cosmic people.
Yeah.
That's the rumor going around because Strange will be in the multiverses.
So you're saying Thor should be?
I don't know because it depends. Because he's more in space at this point. I don't know where they're gonna.
He's
I can
definitely
see him-
cosmic. He's a god.
But I can see him being more pulled in from space and everything with everybody else for Secret Wars versus where's he going to get to the realms for...
So you're
Quantum.
saying when it comes to Secret Wars, New Asgard would be pulled in?
Yeah, the same with like Battle World and how all the other Secret Wars were.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Did we get Battle World?
We don't... That's not confirmed. That's just part of Secret Wars.
I don't see anywhere that.
That's part of one variation of Secret Wars. We have
'Cause
no confirmation about it.
Battle World was a heavy, as far as I remember, X-Men thing.
X-Men and Fantastic Four, which we're getting Fantastic Four right before.
Yeah.
Right before. Okay.
I don't see anywhere Thor makes perfect sense until Kang and all them. Like, Guardians 3 would make sense, but he's not in that. He's not.
So
I don't think
it
he
would
is.
just end up being another Endgame thing where he doesn't show up in a good story until need be.
With if his run's coming to an end, makes sense.
I don't see him being in the Marvels. That's Miss Marvel and Kamala. I don't see him in there.
Unless we get an Eternals 2,
I was about to say Eternals 2 maybe,
which
but
hasn't been confirmed before Secret Wars.
yeah.
That movie got so much shit, and I fell asleep to it. I'm sorry.
I didn't hate that movie.
I didn't hate it. No.
We'll talk about it eventually, but I
It
didn't.
just, for some reason, I have these movies that where I sit there and I watch it, and just for some reason the grandpa mode kicks in, and I just for no reason.
Fun fact: Salma Hayek's in it, so I couldn't sleep anyway.
Oh boy.
I'm going to look something up here to confirm that. Guardian Special.
What
It
were you
was-
trying to confirm?
Just a point. When it takes place. I don't know if it's before Love and Thunder or after Love and Thunder.
The special
In the timeline.
should be after.
It should be after, but I'm confirming.
The Guardians Christmas special was a lot better than I expected. I didn't expect too much from it, but I got a lot of enjoyment out of it. A lot more than I thought I would.
They
Kevin
get-
Bacon helps.
They give us more lore than
Got
I expected to
some
get
lore.
out of a special.
Yeah, got some lore. I like Drax and Mantis taking out a bunch of cops. That was funny. God. I mean,
I may be nitpicking here, but why did Drax have no problem wearing a sweater, but he couldn't wear a vest?
the whole kidnapping of Kevin Bacon. Like
And
Kevin-
actually end up becoming friends.
Yeah, it does seem to be after.
The kidnapping of Kevin Bacon. Oh, and the inclusion of Cosmo. I love Cosmo.
Oh, did anybody else find the Christmas song at the beginning very catchy?
A little bit. Yeah.
I could see it. I mean, it was a known band that did it.
I almost added that to my Spotify, like, instantly.
Yeah. I think both of them were with Kevin Bacon singing and
What-
for
What was the band called again? 30 something? No.
I think so.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
It was an older band that came to do anything with it.
Yeah.
It was very Guardians, from what I can
Oh, yeah.
understand. It was very Guardians.
It was very Guardians. It was a good, roughly, 45 minutes? It was entertaining. It kept my interest the whole time. I like the fact that Rocket got Bucky's arm at the end, because he always wanted it.
One of three.
Old 97s.
Yeah.
It's
What?
just two damn words and I couldn't get it.
Yeah.
There were a couple big payoffs. That was the funniest one, and I don't know how I feel about Bucky being armless now.
Yeah.
Because that
Was he still armless at the end of
no Bucky
Falcon and Winter Soldier?
No, that was the arm that she took.
Yeah.
I had to think about this too. He got the new arm at the end of Civil War.
That was the...
Yeah.
He got the arm in Civil War, and he has not gotten a new arm since.
Yeah.
As far as we know.
Yeah. So
But the arm she gave him was the one that he saw in Infinity War.
So Bucky is armless now, possibly. Just out there.
We have to have...
I want to see that scene.
We have to have something where
Nebula, give me
he's
your
looking
arm.
for his arm.
No, we need a 5-minute video like we did with the Agent Coulson's earlier, where they were doing those 5-minute trailers with Agent Coulson being in the store and just kicking ass. We need
That
something
works.
with that. We need
Where's
something with
my
that.
arm?
That's another thing. I'm kind of pissed at that. Bring back Agent Coulson, man.
Yeah.
He's dead.
Yeah.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., they rewrote the timeline, didn't they?
That don't even...
We
Are
don't
they gonna
know if
make
that's
that canon?
canon anymore.
Yeah,
They haven't
probably
touched
not.
on any of it.
relevant. I don't even know if that's relevant anymore.
But just bring back Agent Coulson. Somehow.
They had that payoff, then we had the Kevin Bacon payoff, obviously.
Because Kevin Bacon. And he mentioned Footloose. Footloose was mentioned. That wins. Automatic win.
They mentioned quite a few of his movies.
Yeah.
In fact, I love that they tried to mix him up with other actors. Like, no, that's not me.
You saved the town with the power of dance and music. That was Footloose. That was great.
Star-Lord did the same thing once.
And the overpowerness of Mantis's powers. Like, okay, I'm okay with this now.
I don't ever want to meet her.
And then confirming how Pete got his guns.
From Yandu.
That was cool.
From Yanu's Christmas present to him.
Yep.
They somehow know how to hit you right in the feels.
He may have... What's the line? What's Yandu's line that will always live?
He may have been your daddy, boy, but you'll never be your father.
He may have been your father.
That's-
But he wasn't your
other
daddy.
way around.
That's not my memorable line from him, but
But he
it's like,
wasn't your daddy.
Mary Poppins?
Yeah.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
That's the big one. And obviously, I do agree with Dean's point while watching it that they only did the cartoon style for the Adam Sandler Christmas movie
Yeah.
that he did. That was supposed to tease that. And also, I don't think they want
Michael Rooker wanted to...
wanted to wear the blue costume anymore.
No, he called, hey, you want to be Yandu again? I'll just do the voice. I don't want to dress up again. Okay, we'll just animate the first part.
We were supposed to be dead anyway, so it's kind of like a flashback because it fit for me. I mean, it's a Christmas special. Whatever. How many Christmas specials do you watch where it's live action 1 minute and then you get like an animated little?
And don't start talking about Christmas stuff. Oh boy.
What?
They're gonna
It's
start
Guardians
wanting
Christmas special.
They're gonna want a Christmas special episode, which we can do.
It'd probably be just me and you.
Oh lord. Oh, Matt can talk about Christmas stuff. Come on, we can talk about Elf.
Video.
Okay.
What is that?
I don't
Not
think
one
I've
of
ever
Matt's.
watched all of Elf.
Really? That's news. That's something.
I've seen a lot of it, but I don't think I've ever watched it
All right, guys, this is the one time we can torment Matt. We're just gonna tie him up and with the tape eyes, and he's got to watch all of Elf.
I'm going to throw snowballs as fast as he did at you guys.
I can actually see that happening. That's sad.
It's a movie that's played so much, people hate it.
I've just never been a big fan.
Okay. How about the new Will Ferrell one that he did with Ryan Reynolds?
I haven't seen it yet, so I
I
can't
saw
say.
it. I loved it. It was
that one?
great. I loved the movie.
I haven't watched it yet, though.
I haven't
want to.
either. I'll have to check it.
It's an Apple exclusive.
Yeah, well, I saw it. Ridge had it for a week and a half.
Really? I didn't
Yeah,
know
so that was our Tuesday movie.
What the hell?
I saw
Lucky
it.
bastards.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
what do
very
we-
good.
yeah.
It's very good. I loved it.
What do we got next?
Final thought on it, teasing Guardians 3.
I liked it. I liked it.
They
I
did
thought
just drop the trailer.
it was a good thing, and since we're kind of transitioning to that, I love the Guardians. And I'm not a gigantic Guardians fan, but I'm really excited for the third one. I like that trailer. They gave me one half second of what I wanted to see, though, which annoyed me.
Warlock?
Yes, I'm excited for Adam Warlock. But yeah, I thought Warlock looked great for the half second they showed him, but they're probably going to save him for
It's going to be interesting to
A
see
bigger trailer.
what Power Stone they give him, even though
Yeah.
it's not going to be Infinity Stone.
Yeah, I was kind of questioning
Yeah.
that because he did have the gem in his head, and it's supposed to be what, the Soul Stone?
I'm also a big Will Poulter fan, so I think he's going to do really
Will
good.
Poulter.
Will Poulter.
He did buff up.
He knew he had to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty nicely. Because people were giving him too much crap in the beginning. How can that skinny asshole turn into that buff Superman-looking guy?
And he can play a good guy and he can play a dick. So either way, he's going to be fine.
Well, he's done both.
Yeah.
Like, I loved him in We're the Millers, and then he introduced me to Midsommar.
He was
like,
no.
whoa, okay.
I mean, technically, he did both in Maze Runner.
That's right.
He was.
I keep forgetting he's in that one.
He was a bully to start, and then friended out in the last one. Yeah, we're getting the High Evolutionary as the villain, and creator
What?
of Rocket.
High Evolutionary is the villain?
Yeah, that was the guy in the
Fuck!
Yeah.
And creator of Rocket from.
I'm gonna say,
Okay,
we've seen Baby Rocket.
I can't think of High Evolutionary without thinking of the 2000 Spider-Man Unlimited cartoon.
Well,
That never finished.
the funniest part about High Evolutionary is because it's the guy. It's the guy from Peacemaker.
Which guy?
The Morn or whoever.
Morn?
Yeah.
Really? Merv?
Merv.
Oh, God.
Merv?
Yep.
The bulky guy?
No, the black guy that was in charge of the.
Oh!
Yeah.
The butterfly.
Yeah.
Who turned out to be a butterfly.
Yeah.
Teaser for.
Spoilers, I guess, if you haven't watched.
Spoilers for our upcoming DC episode.
We really do have to do a DC episode.
I'm actually curious if, on Adam Warlock, I'm curious if he stays a villain the whole movie. I don't think so.
He will probably be.
I think he becomes very tweener. Very tween in the middle at the end.
Why does that word not sound right? Tweener?
Tweener.
It's kind of it's actually a wrestling term.
He's going to be fighting with the Guardians the entire time and then realize that High Evolutionary is a bigger threat than they are. And then he's going to help.
And I'm also curious of what, since the Infinity Stones aren't there anymore. Well, yeah, because he had the was it Mind or Soul Stone in his Soul Stone in his forehead.
Soul Gem.
Soul Gem.
Soul Gem. I will always say Stone because that's what I grew up on. But FAMU MCU.
You call them by their names as gems, but when they're together, it's the Infinity Stones.
Yeah, what the?
the MCU is the one that actually changed how everyone thinks of those.
I mean, Warlock's origin.
Because the comics had 3 different versions.
They will most likely mess with Warlock's origin, but that's MCU. That's what the MCU does.
You talking because we got teased with a cocoon? Was that twice?
He was created by a group called the Enclave on Earth in the comics, and some kids named him Adam. But that's very basic origin from it. That's like his origin.
No,
you think we're gonna get that?
They changed that shit.
I think.
No, I just gave you his literally.
What I saw earlier that High Evolutionary is the one that gave him the name Warlock.
Is that High Evolutionary's planet that they visited? You know, the one with all the animal people?
That's what. No, that's supposed to be.
Just some random.
It's another planet being run by High Evolutionary.
Oh,
presumably.
I was going to say, because I've seen a lot of comments, people joking, they just put that in there for Zootopia.
No. High Evolutionary is in so much things that he's created and dealt with that the planet is probably going to be run by him, and whatever the Guardians do on the planet puts them on the radar.
Because, High Evolutionary, like you said, gave him Warlock, but then kids gave him Adam.
Yeah.
Well,
technically, he's already got the name Adam from his mother.
Yep. Oh, yeah, he was referred to as Adam.
He was referred to as Adam at the end of that trailer.
Yeah.
Or at the end of that end credit scene.
Mm-hmm.
I will call him Adam.
Is that the fucking golden bitch?
Yeah.
Okay.
The golden bit.
You know me in names? I got descriptions in my head.
It's the golden race.
And she was a bitch, so come on.
She can do that. She's done that role pretty well.
She did do that role pretty well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm not calling the actor a bitch, by the way. I'm calling the character the way
kidding.
she was portrayed.
Sorry.
I've seen her in enough roles that she's played a villain in a lot of them, so...
Some people just have that niche done really well.
On a bit of a sour note here.
Sour note? What?
Sour note. What Guardians survive?
Rocket doesn't, Drax doesn't. I'm actually kind of mad about Rocket because I seen how torn up he was in that, and it made me sad.
So
I can't even take my niece to see that movie now. That's her favorite freaking character aside from Spider-Man.
If he does die, you're gonna have to see it twice, and you're gonna have to go take it.
Oh. So what we're saying? Who survives?
Yeah.
I think Quill survives. I don't think they will kill Quill. You can't kill Fuck, you can't kill
Chris Pratt's too much of a money grabber right now.
You can't.
His name's on a lot of shit right now just because people want to see movies
because
with him in it.
Gamora that's in the movie is not is the Gamora from a different timeline. I think she's safe because they might gonna keep her around the build.
Here's the thing.
You want them to complete that character arc where them two actually get back together?
Sure. Yeah.
But the actress Zoe isn't necessarily intrigued by doing anymore.
So she only wants to be Ahsoka? No, that's wrong.
That's Rosario Dawson. So
wrong.
Yeah. She's Avatar.
Yeah, Zoe Saldana. She's oh god.
That's right. That's where it is. Okay. Wait. So she'd rather be in a 5-hour-long movie than
the fact that Zoe Saldana has been a part of some of the longest movies of all time and the most highly profited movies of all time. Infinity War, Endgame, Avatar.
You trying to say she could just retire whenever the hell she wants because of those?
Well, other than the fact that she's got to do this movie and presumably the next Avatar movie, yes, after that she probably could.
Did we have Rocket dying? I don't know.
I kind of felt that way.
There's only 2 I feel comfortable saying that are not dead. And it's Peter and Groot. Groot
can get blown up and grow, and you can grow back.
Yes, but Groot's not going to die because he's too marketable.
Yep. I am Groot.
Plus, they will easily revert him back to baby Groot
and Vin Diesel needs to keep his job there. He does a lot of work with that character.
What are you talking about? He's a part of the Disney family now. He ain't going to leave.
Of course he's a part of the family. Dom is always a part of the family. Whatever you want to call him, Dom, whatever. Vin, family. That joke will always be said whenever Vin Diesel is brought up, people, so please get used to it. Drax, I think, sadly, is almost a guaranteed dead.
Yeah, that's probably
even though he's gonna go out.
Batista's.
He's gonna go out in the blaze of glory and battle. That's how it should be.
Mantis could die doing something stupid. Drax could die doing something stupid. Rocket's arc could be done.
I don't. After the Guardians special, I don't see them killing off Mantis though.
She could die saving her brother.
Yeah,
that's possible. Considering how in the trailer they were holding him up.
Yep.
Gamora is one I want to say I don't see dying just because now that they reverted her, she has an arc again.
We are, and we are totally ignoring Nebula.
Do you think now that she's a different person, we're going to see more of the assassin side of her?
Yes,
maybe. Yeah. Oh yeah, I want that.
The deadly side.
Take no nonsense.
What about Nebula?
Oh, yeah, Nebula is the only one we haven't touched.
Yeah, I was like, Nebula's being ignored.
I think Nebula is tied too much to Gamora, unless Karen Gillian just wants out too.
Yeah. Karen Gillian. Actually, as far as I know, likes playing the character.
So that's why another way I think she'd be safe too. As long as Gamora's alive, I don't think they're getting rid of Gamora. Nebula.
But also, like I said, not to have Drax's character, but I think Batista wants to do other things.
Yeah,
another thing too.
He
still still campaigning to play Bane.
Yeah, he still wants to be Bane.
But
I'd watch it.
Yeah,
no one will ever surpass Tom Hardy to me, but that's my opinion.
I mean,
he's still missing the Venom.
Yeah, we still need a good Venom art from Bane, and I'm sorry, I will disagree with you on surpassing because Batista's already twice his size.
Tom Hardy played Bane's personality to perfection.
Here, I'll put the joke in there for you. Pause.
You can take that any way you want. I don't care.
I'm not going to take it any way I want. Dean,
I'm always concerned with people. I understand the stature thing. I understand.
He got a word in there.
But Tom Hardy played Bane great. Who Bane is as a person. I thought it was great.
The strategist, the menace, not menace.
But he wasn't the mastermind.
That was crap.
That was the biggest.
Crap. He was till they fucking decided to end that movie.
Sorry, that was crap.
That ruined that arc of that character. Yes,
that was crap.
Yes, it did.
That was crap.
And I completely agree with that. They fucked me over on Talia.
That was crap. God, that was bad.
And Bane in the same fucking moment.
You weren't the only one she fucked over.
That was just.
You're telling me that we have a Christian Bale, Damian Wayne somewhere out there?
No, she's dead.
It doesn't matter. She died in the comics too, and we still got Damian.
Yeah, but they haven't introduced Lazarus bit in that one.
Yeah. There, you got a DC preview, people. Holy cow, be happy. DC preview.
I guess I'll go into some recent reports was seeing a couple things that they're definitely pursuing more special presentations versus the episodic Disney Plus special.
Thank you.
That fucking works for me because then they can actually
God.
do better. I don't want to be
For the newer characters, it'll work out better. She-Hulk would have been better as an hour and a half special.
I could see it.
She would have been better that way.
I love that show, but for different reasons in story.
Twerking.
That was great. But
the early ones I thought were fine as episodes. The original stuff were fine as episodes. Even if people didn't like the start to Wanda, it worked
Falcon and Winter
fine.
Soldier
was
episodically.
Wanda worked.
Wanda worked episodically.
Loki was pretty good.
Loki as well. I mean, it did taper off.
A little bit, but it was great.
Miss Marvel would have been hard to do as a special feature, but you could have done it that way.
No, it totally could have worked as a special because they didn't even branch out her character a whole lot in there. They went very specific in her story.
That's where I was going to lead. It's like, I think there was too much information that needed to be out for it to be just a special, but it had too many.
To be honest, to me, the worst ones for that, like, here, my opinion on a Disney shows is you get to like the third episode and they just die and your interest dies. But
let's see if you do
my
the math.
issue
By
with
third episode, that's 45 times 3, right?
Yeah, so that's 2 hours 25.
Yeah.
So Moon Knight and Miss Marvel to me suffered the most but everything else was okay. Hawkeye I liked, but that's because
that probably could have been shortened too.
It could have, but Haley Steinfeld carried that because she was great as Kate Bishop. But that one I liked. Those two I mentioned are the ones that did that the most. Where it's like,
Moon Knight probably could have been broken up into 3 specials, 3 different characters.
Well, based on the success that Werewolf by Night got, Moon Knight could have easily been a special.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But they want to do more with that character. That's kind of why you got the episode.
I do love Mr. Knight, though. Don't think I hate it.
What?
I just didn't want people to think I hate Moon Knight. I like Moon Knight. Mr. Knight is my favorite iteration.
So if we're definitely getting a Wonder Man special.
Yeah.
I'm kind of sad they don't have the same person that was gonna play him originally playing him.
Yeah, I like if it's a guy I think.
Firefly and
Nathan Fillion.
Nathan Fillion.
Yeah.
Yes, I love him as an actor.
Yeah.
But they're not bringing him back. They're replacing him with a black actor. I can't remember his name either. And I hate my brain when it comes to names.
Black Manta.
What?
He played Black Manta from Aquaman.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what? He's a great actor, though, so he could probably bring a lot to it.
So that one's getting one. They are turning Machine War or
Armor Wars
Wars into a movie.
Oh, boy.
We don't know if it's going to be a special or a movie, but it's getting feature length from what I heard.
Yeah.
Armor Wars should be a feature length, a good 2 hour.
Yeah.
2.5 even, just to flesh it out.
If it gets a theatrical release, it'll be 2 to 2.5. If it's a special presentation, it'll be under 2.
You know, I may be an oddball here, but I would like a tease of Rhodey and Captain Marvel relationship.
We don't know her. We don't know Marvel's current orientation.
Are we getting in the ships now?
We don't.
Oh, boy.
She's been both. She has been both. So that's hard to. That's hard.
With the MCU, you don't know.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm just going for this right now, for this particular storyline.
Hey, no, shut up. I was going to say, Rhodey need to worry about getting his lower half working perfectly again before he start thinking about any of that. So, okay.
Why? She don't have the booty yet?
Point taken.
I'm kidding, guys. She's been working out. She's actually putting effort into that because we're all assholes on the internet.
You don't look good enough for me. I'm going to write about it.
And the recent rumor that came out today is that we may be waiting longer on certain movies.
Oh, no.
Fantastic Four?
No, just everything in general, because they're going to be focusing more on quality versus quantity.
Yep.
That came out today.
That works.
Yeah,
That's something we covered in the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
Not that Phase 4 has been bad, like some people say. It's just, it's lacking a little bit of direction.
Chris Hemsworth called it out.
Yeah, and the quality isn't there as the other phases. That's just
It's
true.
just because of the recent failures of the recent one, and I wasn't aware that
this is my moment.
That She-Hulk had 2 different CGI companies working on her.
Oh my god!
What the fuck were they doing there?
The in-office scenes was one company, and everything else was another company. So that may have been one of the bigger issues on why she looked bad at certain points.
In terms of the high quality MCU greatness, Phase 4 is literally carried by one movie, and I'm not going to get onto it because I can go on and ever. And it's Spider-Man No Way Home.
Well, you know you're carrying a series when you can be put in the theater multiple fucking times
And still make money.
with different versions adding in. Like, oh, we're just gonna add in these deleted scenes and make people happy.
And Sony's laughing. Sony, haha, ours was the best. Even though you helped us.
Yeah, they don't get to gloat when they had help.
We just talked about Thor: Love and Thunder. I love Thor: Love and Thunder. I did, but the quality with them, with Spider-Man, No Way Home, and Thor, that's ridiculous. So that I agree. I want some more quality. I want some more quality.
They put real heart into that story.
Yeah.
They put real
Don't
thought
mean to
into
make
what was
this.
going into it.
But one more thing about Spider-Man. It's just I always say this to people. It was a movie I was excited for, but at the same time I was worried they weren't going to give me everything I wanted from all the rumors I heard. And they literally gave me every single thing I wanted. That is one movie that gave me everything I wanted. So that's why I hold it up on a pedestal. Not because I'm a Spider-Man fanboy. Partly that. But also,
He's
it
totally
gave me
lying
everything
about
I
that.
wanted. What?
He's totally lying about I'm not putting it up there because I'm a Spider-Man fan. Nope, that's a lie. He will always put it up there on a pedestal.
There's truth to that, but I'm also going to be honest with my takes.
I'm as you two are talking, I'm just slowly realizing the fact that that's how long it's going to take for me to talk about my favorite superhero character when we've talked about yours and yours.
What's that?
We've talked about Hulk for you, and we've
Hey,
talked about
that's only
Spider-Man
because he
for
pisses me off.
you. Yeah, but how
Great, how awesome is that when I talk about the Hulk, yeah, you piss me off, anger.
Hey, it works.
He talks about Spider-Man, giddy, oh yeah, let's
It
give
works.
me a little
and I'm
teenager.
over here having to wait till we get anything on my character before we can do anything with my character.
What is your character?
Deadpool.
Deadpool. God damn it, no!
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yours is bringing back iconic characters.
All the dinosaurs fear the T-Rex.
Dino Pool. Oh,
Well,
my God.
Hey, we have Spider-Man.
Where you go? We got a whole bunch of...
That's kind of it for Marvel content. We got, however, several trailers have been released in the last
You know,
couple
that kind of
days.
reminds me. I want to watch that new Disney cartoon with Devil Rex and that little teenage girl that can do anything with technology or whatever the hell that was.
I'm like, huh?
Have you heard of that one? No? Out there? Okay,
Yep.
whatever. I'm the cartoon guy.
Last couple trailers have come out. You guys want to talk about those? We've got Indiana Jones 5.
I'm kind of excited for it.
Yeah, kind of. I
like that it's sort of a soft reboot of Indiana 4.
They needed to get a reboot.
The Crystal Skull.
I'm assuming his goddaughter is going to be the other guy, the guy that he's teamed up with a bit. It's going to be his daughter. I can't remember the guy's name. The other guy that was always in
You know,
the museum with him.
that kind of pisses me off too.
Why?
I should remember something like that.
It's been so long since I saw any of the movies that's why it's not true.
I know what I'm doing when I get home. Starting with the young Indiana Jones. Wait, no, there's 5 of those.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Transformers Beast Wars.
I'm excited for it because, well, if you listen to our last episode, Transformers was in my top 10 movie franchises, so...
I have only one
Of
gripe
course.
with it, but it's okay. I think they're the Transformers are too huge. If you see Cheetor standing next to Bumblebee, what the fuck?
I mean, you saw it with Optimus Primal standing in front of the humans in the waterfall.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why are they so huge? They're supposed to be robots in disguise. They're supposed to be about the same size.
I mean, they're the same size as the Dinobots. So that was part of the problem there, too.
Yeah, and Dinobots made sense because dinos, they're supposed to tower. They're called thundering lizards for a reason.
I hope they put them in there, but we didn't see one of the original 4. We haven't seen one of the original 4 for Beast Wars.
Rat Trap?
Yeah, we have not seen anything with Rat Trap yet.
Yeah.
I was talking to my boss at work, Sean, and he thinks it's going to be one of the little RC cars. Which I said, that's just going to piss me off because Rat Trap is supposed to be one of their main mechanics, aside from Rhinox.
Yeah, we got a Rhinox.
Mm-hmm.
We got Rhinox. I was happy about that.
What's Bird Girl's name?
Air Razor.
Yeah, she was in the trailer.
I'm happy with the way they look. They're a little metallic for me, but they're spot on to what they're supposed to be, except for the fur. And
Ron Perlman.
you know what? For the voice that the little tidbits of what we got for Ron Perlman speaking as Optimus Primal, I loved it.
The only gripe we'll see with that movie is what the villain's gonna be.
Yeah. Well, it is a sequel to Bumblebee. That's a little tidbit.
Like, are we getting Megatron, and then Megatron's just gonna
Megatron is in there.
I know he's in it,
There's
but he didn't.
Leaked photo, and he's going to look more like his Bayformer than something else.
Megatron needs to be in there because I need a pop.
But it didn't look like. But we didn't get a glimpse of T-Rex 1, which is what his.
We're not getting the Predacons. We're getting the Terracons. That's the only bad thing.
Okay.
Optimus' looked a little different and off. I'm going to have to adjust to it. He didn't look as cool to me as he did in the other movies, so I'm going to have to adjust to that, but still.
Yeah, people did have issues with his face guard and mouth look.
Yeah.
They thought it looked, too cartoony or something? I don't
But
know.
it's still goated because it's still Peter Cullen, so it's goated.
Since you brought that up, that is probably another one of my things. I'm going to have issue with the stories. We have the Maximals, but we don't have the Predacons. We get the Terracons. Terracons were a G2 thing, I believe.
Yeah.
I mean, they were a cool concept and all that, especially since they led us into more lore about Transformers and the universe.
Mm-hmm.
But the Predacons probably would have been a great thing to do, considering both the Predacons and the Maximals were descendants of the actual G1 Transformers, Autobots, and Decepticons.
One trailer dropped today that I don't know if you two watched, but I'm excited to see Last of Us. That's probably one of my...
I actually didn't watch it. It was on the list.
Oh yeah. I love the game series. I love the game. I love the game series.
Yes. Yes. Here, look. Hey, we have Valiant's faith. We have Valiant's very first honorable mention for the top 10 that's coming later on.
It's more than an honorable mention, but I'm sorry. God damn it.
So one of my favorite the voice of Ellie is in the trailer. The original voice of Ellie is in the trailer. She will
So
be
they
playing,
actually put her in there.
She will be playing Ellie's mom.
That kind of works.
Yep. Which makes 100% sense.
Yeah.
But I did not see Joel's voice actor yet.
Did they give Ellie
They
like
better
a deformity?
put my boy in there. They better put Troy Baker in there.
They didn't put him in the trailer as far as I could see.
Like, I seen the tag picture for the video. Did they give Ellie a deformity because of what's in her head?
No, as far as I can tell.
Kind of, I don't know. It might have been like a side view. Like, it felt like she had something right here on her.
I have very high hopes for it. I hope they don't fuck it up because I love almost everybody in that movie or in the show that's been cast. Ellie was in Game of Thrones and stole every scene she was in Game of Thrones.
And we got Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal.
The Mandalorian.
I think there's only one movie I had issue with him being in so far.
And Nick Offerman is...
Oh, we're on the same page.
Wonder Woman?
Yep.
And Nick Offerman is Bill. Which I can see.
Bill. Oh, sorry. It's been quite some time since I listened to him playing. I never actually played the game myself. It's sad.
That's disappointing.
I've just listened to him playing the game. I didn't even watch. I'm just in a freaking... Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was on the wiki. Troy Baker will appear in...
I knew he's in it. They just didn't show him in the trailer. I knew he was in it.
Troy Baker is one of them dream voice actors I want to meet.
We're going to get a Deadpool cameo?
What?
Huh?
Me and Matt, we're lost.
Troy Baker. It's a bad joke for you.
No, I know the joke you're trying to make. I played the video game. I know what joke you're trying to make, but...
He also cameoed in the Deadpool movie, didn't he?
Troy Baker?
No,
I know Brad Pitt did.
Or was that something else?
No, that's a different voice actor.
Oh.
Troy Baker's voice, Joker. Troy Baker's done a lot of stuff.
In the Deadpool.
Moderator's done now. His mind is melted.
That's my bad.
The guy...
Jay, melt people's minds.
The guy that did the Deadpool was the guy that... why am I blanking on his name? Because the guy in Deadpool is the guy from Uncharted.
Nolan North?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nolan North.
There we go. That's who I was...
Yeah.
Okay.
Nolan...
That's who I was thinking of.
Nolan North?
Yeah.
people are gonna hate me now. It's like you mixed up them two. What?
You idiot.
Considering they're in video games together.
Yes.
We're gonna comment on this video.
Well, we are doing the video game thing later.
That's why I was confused. It's like, why are you making a Deadpool joke when North is the one that voiced him?
Ah! I hate my brain.
We need a button.
What did
Never mind.
I forgot what series they were both in. Like they did a big one together.
Who?
Nolan North and Troy Baker. I know they did a series, one video game where they're together.
Oh God.
This is bad. We're not even to the video games yet, and we're already...
That's good. We got time.
It wasn't Uncharted. Better not have been Uncharted. Cause...
I'm curious. I'm like, God.
The Last of Us?
I knew he was in Last of Us, but he wasn't a big role. Or as big a role, I didn't think.
I know it's something. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Sidetracked. Awkward silence. Everyone's on their phones, people.
We're trying to figure out what games. I wish we had like a live chat going right now. It's like, hey, you idiots, this is the games they were in.
We're going to be doing a top 10 on video games later.
Maybe I'm just thinking of something else. But
Maybe, because
anyway.
I looked. I'm like, oh, jeez.
Well, there's that. Those are the big trailers.
Yeah.
Get into some verses?
Okay. Versus.
For
the versus segment.
I've got 8 superheroes, 2 one-on-one. Jay had a special one he'd like to bring up.
We went to Badger Collectibles today.
In
and
Milwaukee,
there happened
Wisconsin,
to be...
check it out. Owner's Juan. He's awesome.
Nice.
We happened to have a voice actor signing today from Trina Nishimura. Is that how you say it?
From my
Me and names
Shiro
don't...
from My Hero and Mikasa from Attack on Titan. Some of her notable roles.
So we got a couple of pops signed, and I brought up that we do this podcast, and mentioned one of the things we would be doing, and Versus happened to be one of them. And she joked about her versus who voices Aaron?
Bryce.
Bryce.
Peppenbrook.
She said not to bring that up. Don't do that. Don't do that. He's such a nice guy. He'll beat me. He does MMA and all that stuff.
And he is a little guy, too. Bryce is tiny.
So she brought up, and this is just an honorary thing because we met her today, to do 2 of her characters, Mikasa versus Jiro. And Valiant mentioned that Mikasa would just blitz.
Jiro don't really have anything that she can really do.
Unless she got her sounds off.
Unless she got her sounds off, maybe. But I just don't see it.
I have no opinion either way.
Mikasa can tank more, and I see a one-shot. If Mikasa lands even one, it's done. It's done.
And to be fair, based on both roles, Mikasa is going to go cutthroat kill before
Jiro will.
Jiro will.
Jiro's a kid.
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't really. But
I just had to use it as an honorable mention.
her sound. I mean, if Jiro's got her earphone jacks in the ground, she could hear Mikasa coming. But still, she can't do all that much. So
would that count towards the ground versus her flying around in the fucking air like Spider-Man?
possibly not, because possibly depends on the sound waves.
Can Jiro pick up where Deku is when he's using the Black Whip?
It's never. She's never.
Depends on whatever the rail's attached to. If it's attached, how
That
well
would
it's
be
attached
all
to the ground.
headcanon, because there's never really been anything like that in the manga. Jiro and Deku doing that, so it'd be headcanon. So
That does kind of suck that we don't get enough on the side. Like,
Yeah.
Two
Well,
ways
Jiro had
to
a
do
great
heroes.
moment in the manga. She was with Tokoyami fighting All for One, which was actually great. But, oh god, now I'm getting on manga.
hey, we got to at some point. So far, all we talked about is Marvel and DC with little tidbits of movies.
Well, outside of the honorable mention, I put 50 superhero names on a wheel and spun until we got some interesting ones that I liked. Ones that weren't necessarily very obvious.
Go over. I said you're going to be the guy to go over the list with him as far as.
Okay.
But
get the final
He's
say.
got him
so.
selected already. So
I went with some easy ones. I was just very street level, more. I didn't want to put like a Superman God and Superman.
Oh God.
Virgil Hawkins versus.
Well, no, these are all superheroes.
Spider-Man.
These are all tested out.
They're both superheroes.
I know, but I went all Marvel, DC to start.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna tell you, when you start
That
getting,
was Marvel and DC.
Yeah.
That just said
this
Virgil
is
Hawkins
more
is
why.
static
Because when
shock.
you start getting to the anime ones, oh boy, oh, there's some stuff. There's some feats that need to be discussed.
Number 1, Luke Cage versus Joker. This one I thought was probably
Indestructible skin versus indestructible mind.
Now, see, you gotta. Oh boy, see, here I go. If you gotta deal with that fight in different realms. In a straight up, we're gonna duke it out. Luke Cage is gonna beat the living piss out of Joker, especially with his hardened skin. But if you take that how Joker likes to fight in a battle of minds and stuff and breaking you, he breaks Luke Cage. Luke Cage as Jessica Jones. He has a kid. Joker breaks him like nothing. I am sorry.
I don't like where my brain went with that hard skin and Luke Cage thing.
I'm just saying. That's how I honestly would view that.
See, my thought process, my original thought process was like, I thought Joker wins if he has a poison grenade.
Honestly, yes. Laughing gas.
He always has his toxin on him.
Yeah.
Well, then Luke Cage has got to kill him before.
And Luke Cage ain't.
And his skin doesn't stop him from breathing something in
And
either.
Joker
That's his downfall.
Joker can take a beating. So.
Yes, you can.
And Joker is no slouch in hand to hand. He can land punches on a master of all forms martial artist in Batman. So Joker is not a slouch.
Unbreakable skin, he's not going to do.
That's what I mean. He's not gonna. But he'll talk shit the whole time.
If Joker gets a grenade off, Luke Cage is a problem.
Could Luke Cage kill
Joker's
Joker?
gonna slap Luke Cage in the face with one of his Joker fish and just laugh the entire time.
I mean, could Luke Cage win? If he absolutely, he's stronger. Absolutely, but that's not Joker's game. And Joker is as nuts as he is very intelligent. He is way more intelligent than Luke Cage is. I love fights. You just want to get me going, since you get me going.
I start animating shit in my head when I see stuff like this. Joker versus Luke Cage. I, for some reason, even see Joker just waving around a rubber chicken and just hearing that the entire fucking
Before
battle.
they even fight, though, the props, you got to think of it, like I said, if they're standing against each other, it's a fist fight, of course, but you got to think of it in equal playing field, so you got to give Joker his strengths. So Joker will literally have
Master
Jessica
strategist.
Jones and Luke Cage's kid somewhere tied up already.
Pain
That's
tolerance.
how Joker goes.
If
That's
there's prep.
Yeah, if there's prep.
Yeah, Joker is kind of as bad as Batman when it comes to prep.
But he can also do things spontaneously where it could...
Yes.
Joker has a plan for everything. He'll adapt to anything. Or he'll just throw some random wacky shit. That's just what he don't care. Joker likes attention.
That's
Just
the other
give
thing.
him
He doesn't
his
even
attention.
care if he loses.
No, he don't. He just laughs. also a huge Joker fanboy, people. Me, Valiant.
Yeah, two spectrums of Valiant. Crazy fucking Joker or I'm not even gonna say happy-go-lucky for Spider-Man.
Yeah,
anymore.
he gets mad too.
Don't piss off Spider-Man. He will kill you.
You guys
Or
good with that
within
one?
inch of your
Oh
life.
yeah, I think. Yep.
Nick Fury
Oh boy.
Ooh, who's he get?
versus Peacemaker.
Oh God,
I rolled that one.
How?
I
That one, I want to say Peacemaker just because of the tech, but then
don't.
is
Sure, he has all the tech, too.
Is Shield
Yeah.
backing Fury?
Yeah.
I don't think Peacemaker could beat Fury. I would bet Fury is more trained than Peacemaker is.
I'd agree with that.
Nick Fury probably has as much, if not more, experience with weapons than Peacemaker does, than Chris does. Chris Smith.
But I'd say
So it's
I'm,
More
I'm gonna make
experience with
I'm gonna
unique
make a bad
weapons.
joke, but this is canon to the Peacemaker show. Would Peacemaker just kill him outright because he's black?
no Peacemaker. That's from
His
his
dad, not
dad.
Peacemaker.
Peacemaker is not a racist.
Hey, come on, you know that was a joke the
Yeah.
entire series.
Yeah.
I'm not racist. I kill them equally, as long as they're bad guys.
I mean, I Peacemaker might have a physical strength advantage just because I'm basing a lot off the show. He's the John Cena bias. He's a big hulking motherfucker. But again, Nick Fury could most likely hold his own, and Nick Fury has far more experience. He's dealt with shit. Peacemaker don't even know what the hell that is.
Wait, okay, I'm kind of being a dick for this one, but which Nick Fury are we going?
I'd go either Nick Fury.
Really?
Yeah, I'd argue.
Well, if you're going MCU Nick Fury, Peacemaker would have a shot.
No, I'm not even
because...
talking MCU Nick Fury. You have the Nick Fury who's based on Sam L.
Yeah.
Which is in the comics now, and then we have Nick Fury who was white.
Yeah.
And he had the same fucking skill set. He just wasn't as
as long as both are held in commando,
sarcastic.
I'd say.
Yeah, and Nick.
They both are.
Well, then I'd still.
Nick Fury may not be as kill as Peacemaker is, but Nick Fury will do what he has to do. If he has to kill someone, he will do it. He's what he's got to do. He'll get the job done.
What is this, a draw?
No, I think Nick Fury wins.
I think
Nick Fury
wins.
Yep. I think Nick Fury wins that.
Peacemaker has a literal shot, but
Yeah.
I think
there's always a possibility.
Suppose I can agree with that
0.01.
as long as we don't have that fucking exploding helmet. Then they're both dead.
There's always 1% chance that a lucky shot would hit Nick Fury in the head and Peacemaker wins.
Yeah.
But again,
But even the other shows that do something like this, one shot KO is almost possible in anything. But it's like, who's going to win the majority of the time?
Yep. Yeah.
If we're doing feats, like the way Deathmatch does, it's or Death Battle.
Again, Peacemaker's one of them. Nick Fury's got feats. Peacemaker is not that gigantic of a character, so he's not even seen in the comics that much to get feats. So it's fair and it's not. So I'm kind of just going a lot of it off of the show. Peacemaker is not a gigantic character. John Cena's going to make him bigger than he is. Like example, like Robert Downey Jr. did with Iron Man.
John Cena's going to make it bigger, no matter how small his tidy whities are.
Hey. What? Hey.
They caught that.
Hey.
Ready for number 3?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. So we have first round to
Joker.
Second round to Nick.
Yeah.
Black Panther.
What?
Versus Kraven. I liked when that rolled.
I like that. I do like that.
Because that would be one somebody Kraven would go after.
The Hunt. Ooh, that hurts me because
when that rolled, I was like, why does that fit?
There's bias.
That's what we were trying to do, DC and Marvel. And then we got two Marvel big guns.
The last two were both Marvel that I rolled.
I'm holding back ridiculous bias, but this is a great...
On Kraven?
Yes. I think...
Who's stalking who in that argument?
It would be Kraven.
Kraven would be stalking
Black
him,
Panther
but Black Panther would be
aware.
T'Challa's
not going to care about Kraven unless Kraven comes to which Kraven will go to Wakanda for the hunt because that's what Kraven does. But Kraven can go toe to toe and outmatch Spider-Man, and Spider-Man is significantly stronger than T'Challa is, even in his suit. So, I could use one. Soda break. But so Kraven is not outmatched in this fight by any means, in my opinion. He can keep up and outmatch and even outstrength Spider-Man at times. So, and Black Panther is not as strong because he's just a top guy in a suit, kind of like Batman, but his suit is vibranium. So, does Kraven have anything to get in there?
I don't know if my brain's remembered things correctly, but doesn't Kraven have like a serum or something that
he has serums that turn him into animals, potions.
Yeah, that gives him the abilities of that.
Nah.
Both are fast. I still think Black Panther's faster.
I would give I'd give Black Panther an edge, but again, the problem here is thinking of Kraven being comparable to Spider-Man. And in terms of base stats, Spider-Man wipes T'Challa in terms of base stats. So it's like
I'm having a hard time with this one because
I like this one
because both their intelligences are very up there.
Yes. Oh yes. Yeah. They're up
I want to put Kraven's strategic value higher than Black Panther's, though. Not because that Black Panther can't do it. It's just
for strategy. I would because Kraven's the master hunt. He's the master hunter. He is the hunter. But another thing too, talking about if Kraven can get through to vibranium, how Kraven does his thing, Kraven's gonna know he has that.
As far as I know, he's just gonna talk to Claw and get some vibranium fucking arrows.
That was the thing.
And in a random encounter, I could see Kraven with a tactical retreat first. If he's tactical retreat.
But it's based off of what we know of Kraven, this fight wouldn't happen naturally. Kraven will go after Black Panther because he wants to.
Yes.
Yep.
So he will have the optimal weapon to try and hunt Black Panther.
Yes.
Very true.
So we're Kraven over Panther.
I'd say slight, but if I had to put like a numeric, like if they fought 10 times.
I'm leaning Black Panther.
You're giving a mid-diff victory to...
Oh no, this is high extreme either way.
High extreme
high
victory
extreme
too.
This is a good fight. This is not a... People who think this is a wash for either party are not... I don't think they read comics. This is close. I like this one.
I'm leaning Black Panther. You're leaning Kraven?
I'm leaning Kraven.
Okay.
But I might be biased because I have more feelings towards the way Kraven does things than I do Black Panther. Black Panther to me is just another Tony Stark as far as the way he goes about things.
It will be...
He just has the powers of a panther.
It will be...
I don't treat him that way, though.
I don't treat him that way.
And
it's
there
just
won't
the way
be...
I see him.
There won't be dirty tricks either. Kraven is a villain, but when it comes to the hunt, Kraven is a man of honor. So Kraven won't do dirty tricks. I lead
Both are that way.
Kraven, but I could see Black Panther winning that also. I'd say if they fought 10 times, in my opinion, I'd say either way, one of them's winning 6. Since I'm leaning, I'd say maybe Kraven wins 6 fights out of 10. Black Panther could win 4, depending on circumstances. Like I said, it's hard. I lean Kraven, but I could see Black Panther winning also. That was a good one. I like that
Black
one a lot.
Panther's got enough tech where Kraven wouldn't necessarily.
I could
have
see
its
Black
answer-
Panther's
or answer.
tech overwhelming eventually.
See, that brings up the question.
But then again,
you know how you
Spider-Man
watch,
don't have tech, and he has tech, but he overwhelms Kraven with
When
strength.
you watch movies and TV shows and read books, it's always the primal tech beating out the high tech. Because there's always a way to take out high tech versus primal.
Yeah, but if you're getting like the shock absorber suit from the Black Panthers,
The fact that base Kraven in just his pants and no shirt wrestles lions and kills them and takes them as trophies is just ridiculous. Base Kraven, for God's sakes.
Oh, that was a rumor that I didn't get to touch on.
Oh no.
No.
Are they putting that in the movie?
Well, Kraven is a movie.
I know it is a movie, but
But that is coming. But Aaron Taylor Johnson is reportedly the front runner for James Bond.
Damn. What happened to Tom Hiddleston?
I mean, he's still up there, but it doesn't sound like they're going with like Tom Hardy or anybody. But he's.
Oh.
But
I thought they were trying to get a black guy for this role.
Idris. I thought Idris was up there.
I think he may be on the older end, and they may want to go younger.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can get behind that. They want somebody else who can
Yeah, I can see.
bring in a new
10
series.
years.
Yeah.
10 years. I'm not mad at it.
No.
I'm not.
God, that was a good fight. That was a good one. I like that one. That was the best one.
Yeah.
Well, I got one more.
We
we got another one.
2-1 on Kraven.
Yep.
But I always put out there because that is not that's opinion, and that's not even I'm not even definitive with it. I would say if I had to choose someone, I would lean Kraven.
Hey, Death Battle, do this one for us.
Hey, that'd be a good one.
Huh? and it would.
Like them other two to me were definitive, and we reached a consensus.
Kraven
Some of
versus
them.
an animal. That's all it is. Final one. I thought this was intriguing. I may not know enough about either character to justify it. But
Is this DC Marvel again?
no,
Or?
it's Marvel.
Oh, okay.
Nightcrawler
Okay.
Oh boy.
versus Daredevil.
Ooh.
I thought that it was intriguing. It may not be the best.
You know what my thought was? Please do not say Spider-Man, because Spider-Man, Spider Sense totally counters teleport. Please don't.
But Daredevil's aware enough, and with his
Daredevil
tactical
is
sense-
rumored to have just as much in his sense as Spider-Man's sense. That's the
It's a.
problem here.
I heard it wasn't as powerful.
disagree.
I'm with you on that. But
Spider-Man,
when you look it up online and all that, that's the same thing you're going to get.
Yeah, I know.
It's a weaker version of Spider-Man's, but I know that.
Yes.
It helps Daredevil see, but Spidey Sense is precognition. It is basically future
as
sight,
soon-
and it's connected to the web
But
of
if it-
life.
but if-
Don't get me into that. Oh boy.
Does Spider-Man's or does Nightcrawler's teleport make sound?
It does. And it leaves. And the other thing is Daredevil uses his nose just as much as his ears. And Nightcrawler's teleporter, as far as I don't know if it's still canon or not, every time he teleports, he leaves it behind this
cloud or whatever.
The smell, like the what the fuck is it called? There's a type of like hell stone.
Brimstone?
Brimstone.
Yeah.
Brimstone, I think is what it is. He leaves behind that kind of smell every time he teleports or teleports in. You can smell it.
True.
So every time he got close to Daredevil, he would know. So he'd be able to, with his reaction time especially, be able to counter whatever Nightcrawler brings at him. So I lean Daredevil on this just because of his ability to counter.
I think Kurt could easily overwhelm Matt also, because he can teleport.
He does have the speed.
Matt Murdock,
But he also
has to
doesn't
stop
have
at
the
some point.
stamina to do so.
Matt Murdock is Kurt. Will take damage if you hit him, but Matt Murdock is a 100% besides his senses normal man. He's gonna get overwhelmed,
But it's still a
eventually.
trained fighter.
True. Example, but Spider-Man one shots Matt Murdock. Example.
Heavy bias.
That is not heavy bias. That is fact. Matt Murdock has said himself, if Peter was in his right mind, he would destroy me.
I gotta get a joke in on you every now and then.
I'm just saying that is a fact. Matt Murdock said that. But
Oh, the first episode, I gave you a high boost, saying, "Oh, the man's being the sun already."
these are fights. This is where you're gonna get the most conversation on. Notice I'm not discrediting anyone's point here, but I
also don't, like I said, I don't know enough about Nightcrawler's other abilities other than his teleport.
Nightcrawler can dodge Scott's beams.
He does. Yeah, he doesn't really have much there. He's
I don't know
when
if
he
has-
sees the problem with his ability is that he has to know where he's going.
But I'm not saying I don't know enough about his other feats and abilities to justify, like, we're saying,
He's survived death twice
well,
or multiple times.
where I'm trying to go with this is like, so you're saying Daredevil's a normal human. Outside of being a mutant, what does Kurt have regenerative ability versus...
A prehensile tail.
He's got that tail.
He's got the extra limb, but he doesn't have regenerative and his
was
body
my
isn't enforced.
that was my
Extra limb.
point with even though they're kind of probably would be equal, but Kurt.
In terms of physiologically, I thought they were evil. That I think it would. I was leaning Daredevil.
I could give that to Nightcrawler, having that extra limb that Daredevil's not used to.
Here's another thing I will say too. I'm not. But when I do fights, I do
So
them
he's
fair.
got counters for the 4, but not the 5th.
I do them fair right down the middle. Like now, I'll go bring something that will in favor of Daredevil. I think Daredevil has more instincts to finish and KO and win a fight than Kurt does. Kurt is a nice person. Kurt is a very nice person. He is a nicer person than Matt Murdock.
Unless he's
in
being
my
mind
person,
controlled. Unless he's being mind controlled.
Yeah. I'm just saying. Kurt in his normal mind is very nice. He's gonna not. He don't.
Are you just referencing X2?
Yes, I did. It's my favorite X-Men movie out of the originals.
I
See?
love the introduction of Beast.
I like those are the best ones, but it's hard to get a definitive winner because it's close.
I was leaning Daredevil.
I have not actually definitively leaned anywhere yet, to be honest. I don't think I have. I gotta.
Down to you two. I have my lean.
I'm kind of just playing it out in my head right now on what I see happening. As far as my knowledge for both characters. Like, I even went swashbuckling freaking Nightcrawler in my head there.
Do you want my realistic take on how I think this fight's gonna go? They're gonna fight for a little bit and talk religion.
Do you follow Jesus? I do. Let us talk.
Tell me I'm wrong.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
You're telling me these two are just going to stop mid-fight? All right, let's go to Africa and convert people.
Somebody's gonna pray, and
They are two of the biggest Bible thumpers.
They are.
In me being a spiritual religious person, but I gotta say they are very Bible thumpy. So in comics, so he's got a point.
That's
The man's name is Devil, and the other one is basically considered a devil.
Jesus Christ! In X2, they found him and they went to get him. He was in a church. Kurt Wagner.
At least they gave him the accent.
Wagner.
They
Oh,
gave him the teeth and the accent.
But one thing though, for let's say it was a death match. For quick kill, Daredevil, Nightcrawler would have an advantage with his tail because it's sharp and will stab right through you. Daredevil's got his sticks, but
I was
mean,
trying to make that point. I was like, I don't know how many opponents Daredevil has gone up against that have 5 limits.
Not many, because he's usually...
Daredevil is very...
So he's going to have a counter for 4 limbs in his martial arts.
But he's used to... But he does fight Kingpin, and Kingpin's got extra
Kingpin
strength.
Kingpin can hold base Spider-Man.
You're trying to say
in a grip.
Kingpin's stomach is an extra limb, the way he can just... bloop?
No, I was saying that he's used to fighting stronger guys.
He's also used to fighting more agile guys. He goes up against the hand ninjas all the time.
Kingpin, and again, he fights everyone. Kingpin can fight Spider-Man, so you got to give Daredevil that. Daredevil can go toe to toe.
I'm waiting on you to decide.
That can fight Spider-Man. I don't.
You both have the weight of leading the other way. You got to decide. I'm not accepting a tie on this.
You see,
Like I said, I was playing the shit out in my head. I really don't see. And since Matt brought up the whole, we're going to stop fighting and talk church, it's really fucked up my head.
I will allow a tie. I guess I'll allow a tie because if we're making the argument where we don't think they're either going to finish the fight or it's too even.
I swear to God, if these two ever did, yes, it'd be one of those comic book fights where, we're fighting. Here comes the actual evil person, and let's team up. Type thing.
Yeah.
So draw. Our last fucking one is a draw.
It's possible. Dean, you willing to accept that? We got 2 votes for draw.
Anyone who listens out there, please give us your opinions on every match we've mentioned so far. So we started off with Joker and Luke Cage. Our second was, why am I forgetting already? We just fucking discussed these.
Luke Cage Joker.
And after that was
Fury Peacemaker.
And then it was
Black Panther Craven.
And then fourth
was the one we just did.
Nightcrawler, Daredevil. So please tell us your opinions. We are very open to it. In fact, if you give us a big enough one or even a definitive answer for our last one, we may mention it. Actually, I shouldn't even say may. We'll honorably mention you, definitely on our Facebook.
Oh God, we can do a tie, but if I had to pick, I would lean. I gotta lean Nightcrawler.
Our battle expert is going to be the
Nightcrawler took a punch that could flatten 12 men, and Daredevil is not flattening 12 men with one punch.
Nightcrawler took that punch.
Yep, and he kept fighting.
So that doesn't imply that he has
high endurance.
Yeah, higher than normal endurance. So he's not human.
Well, that's the mutant in him.
Yeah. That's
what
I was trying to ask.
Why does that sound racist when I say it that way? That's the mutant in him.
It's a good fight, though. It's really close. Because, again...
It's not... I mean, it's racist towards mutants.
I am a mutant. I have blue eyes.
But endurance and durability is very important. Again, I don't think...
That's what I was trying to figure out.
I don't think Daredevil has the... He could fight for a while. He don't have the enough power to down Nightcrawler. Right. And again, are they going to kill each other? No. They're just going to get tired and talk religion. I kind of agree that's how that fight would go. But fabulous. Good. That was good. That was a good round of that. I like that.
Are we happy with where we're at?
Yes. Very nice. Okay. That was good. I like that. Especially when I like that old moderator there can pick some good ones.
Yeah.
Who wants to lead us into the top 10s?
Well, I guess, yeah.
I suppose since it was sort of my idea, top 10 video games up and coming here. This is our opinions, and this time we're going to go counterclockwise, starting with Torn again, though.
Okay. We all kind of took these in our own ways. I took mine in terms of nostalgia and replay value from childhood and up to now. My number 10 is Dynasty Warriors 4.
Hey!
Not bad.
Between 4 and 5, I played a lot more of 4, but...
I think I've only ever played 8.
That's disappointing.
Sadly. Well, it wasn't available to me all day. I had hand-me-down games mostly, which you'll notice in my damn list.
The fact that we got more time to talk now, I like. Even after our list, we can discuss like a little bit series in general. We can put more on the end of this.
You're
we kind of had to
welcome.
abruptly end the other one because of time restraints.
Oh, why do you want to pay money? Get to the... You're welcome.
I had told you. I had put it in your head, and I think you might have been. You know what? I will.
I have read the.
I had a good paycheck.
I have read the Romance of the Three Kingdoms twice. I love that story, even if it is not true to actual history, but it's a fun story, and I play the games.
Yes.
I love Samurai Warriors
Wait,
too,
so
but Dynasty
you're
Warriors
somebody
is
I
better.
can actually talk Chinese history with.
Woo.
One dynasty.
Okay, well, that's not bad. Most people don't even know one dynasty.
Man can talk 99.9% of history with me. I'm just giving you shit. I seen the opportunity.
How
Galion?
about Chinese mythology?
Buddha.
I knew that was coming.
Buddha.
That's Asia in general, buddy.
Buddha.
All right. I'm screwing things up. Go ahead.
Damn. Oh, it's me?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's you.
Oh, my number 10 is actually more... Again, I kind of did the same thing our moderator, Torin, did. Replay value, but you'll notice a trend with mine. A lot of the series I like are in here multiple times, but I'll touch on that after our lists are all done. But my number 10 is actually a modern game that got very, very middle tier reviews and stuff, but I still enjoyed the hell out of it, and I played it a lot. It was Days Gone. It was a PS4 exclusive. It was... It might have been a PS4,
you
so
like
I'm not
being
sure.
It was
mobbed
PS4.
by
It was
zombies.
PS4 exclusive.
But I had a lot of fun with that. And I played it so much. I did not like the hordes, though. That can go to hell, because that shit was stressful.
You know what I liked in Days Gone?
What?
Is the crafting.
Yeah, crafting was cool.
That was something new in zombie games.
It was something it was, like I said, it's one of them games where people are like, really? That one? Because, like I said, it wasn't great. It got mixed to okay reviews, but it's in my top 10. I liked it. I had a lot of fun.
It was kind of open world.
Yeah,
you got to
it
ride
was
around on a
open
motorcycle.
world. You just customize your bike.
Yep, that was
It
cool.
was it was a different take on zombies. Graphics were nice. It was a very good game. I actually think it's underrated.
If you talk video games with Valiant, you have to bring up graphics. He's all about the graphics.
Oh, he's going to hate some of my picks then.
He won't even talk to me about a few of my games because what the fuck kind of graphics?
Let's see, how many
What are those graphics?
How many of these games are pre-PlayStation 2?
What are those graphics? hey, I've been spoiled, okay? I don't... That's not... He's got a point, but I like a pretty game.
3. I got 3 PlayStation and pre-PlayStation.
Here, I'll give you a glimpse. He's gonna.
Can we? No, spoilers.
Nice.
Spoilers.
Number 10?
Not spoilers for the listeners, just spoilers for Torin.
Oh, God. But
Number 10 for me, and I'll keep in mind, my list it may have numbers next to it, but that's just because I'm forced to have numbers next to them.
Yes, he is very much franchise.
No, it's not just very much franchise. It's that I, as a person, cannot actually put numbers to favorites. I love them all. I am one of those people where...
Yeah, I'm saying he loves the franchise, but I told him he has to give
I'm not
one
comparing
name.
myself to Jesus, but I love my things and my people.
Lovely.
What, we had church discussion earlier, and I can't bring that up? I'm not even baptized.
I don't have enough wine for this.
Oh, good Lord.
We could get some.
I know.
Oh, God.
We're in Milwaukee. There's a freaking alcohol in
On
every corner.
Yeah, it might
Even
be a
at
little
gas
too-
stations
Might be a little
now.
too late for that.
My number 10 is Mortal Kombat.
Hey.
And it doesn't matter which one you bring up either. However, I think the one I played the most was the one that was most ill-received, where you could create a character, which I can't remember which one that
I
is.
did not like that one.
Armageddon, I believe it was.
I don't know, our Mortal Kombat expert isn't here.
That is sad.
Special guest.
I probably should. Zero or JJ, whichever he feels like being called if we bring him in as a guest.
I love me some Mortal Kombat, so, yep, I can't.
But that is mine. That's the
You did
one...
not give a specific number or game, but you kind of did.
I kind of did.
Okay.
The one I played the most was Armageddon.
Does that even have a number? Armageddon? I didn't think it does.
No, it's just a name.
Yeah, so I don't even know which number it is.
That Armageddon, I think, was the game that reset the universe.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yep.
Sounds about right.
Oh, yeah.
Or even the creators decided, all right, this is the last game of that fucking storyline because everybody hated it.
Yeah.
Because it was so clunky.
Yeah.
Well, that's my number 10, Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
It's one of the fighting games I can actually play.
Boom.
No problem aside from Tekken.
My number 9, Kingdom Hearts.
Oh,
Number
boy.
1.
Here we go.
That didn't even get my freaking honorable mentions, but I love that series. I have pops for the series.
Like I said, we can talk about a little more after the list, but yes. Okay, Kingdom Hearts.
All right, if we're doing it that way, number 9.
No,
Valiant.
No, I like this. I'm just saying, like, stuff we missed on. Is that all you got for Kingdom Hearts? Just Kingdom Hearts?
No, it's Kingdom Hearts 1. It was the simplest of all 3 that exist.
Oh, yeah.
Or I guess not even 3 because
Okay,
let's
put it this way.
hives.
Kingdom Hearts 1 was the simplest story before they started convoluting everything.
Oh, God.
Where you needed games in between games.
Yeah.
Yes. Because before 2 came out is when they started doing Game Boy games. They had, isn't at that point they already had a PSP game too or something?
Yeah, 1.5, 2.5, and those were all.
Yeah.
They lucked into that game from what we've gotten out of information. they created this game, 1, and it's like, maybe we'll get a 2. Oh my god, everybody loves this game.
The fan base just jumped in,
Oh, yeah.
and I was a part of it.
They lucked into this series and don't know what to do with it, that they've had to add on things that they didn't necessarily intend to add on to.
To be fair, I didn't come in until Kingdom Hearts 2, but I did play Kingdom Hearts 1 first.
One gave you just so an interesting story that it was like,
Yeah.
I enjoyed this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I enjoyed more so going to the Disney Worlds and
Yeah.
being a part of their universe
Yeah.
with Final Fantasy Tactics.
And with them just keep making movies, you kept getting more worlds. It was just like,
Exactly.
It was all interesting, fun, simple.
Since we're on this, did you play 3?
I have played 3. I never finished 3.
Were you disappointed in the world choices?
I can't say because I didn't finish it all.
Damn. I was both disappointed and excited all at the same time, and I'm like, we're putting DLC out here, but we're not getting more worlds?
Downloadable content. Okay, my number 9. This is going back. This is going back in the day a little bit, but it's had plenty of remakes, and that is, you're going to hear it's going to be, oh, there it is. The original Resident Evil. From PS1.
Okay.
Such a great game.
Did
Resident Evil is one of my favorite. It's in my top 3 favorite franchises for video games.
When it comes to the original.
It was on your movies,
Yep.
movie franchise.
I love all the characters in that series. I liked the setting in the original one. The Spencer Mansion was a great setting. And it was back when its roots and it was truly survival horror. Resident Evil's kind of over the years evolved into, I'm going to be action. Survival horror, more action-y. Survival horror mixed with action, complete action. Then with more recent games, they've gone more to survival horror again. So the series evolves, but I prefer the survival horror. And survival horror was the first one, very well.
I think there are going to be a lot of people that disagree with you on that one.
What?
Because everybody's going to love 2 and 3 more than they're going to love 1.
One's the classic, one that
I
started
know.
it. The ones that started it all.
I understand I understand where you're trying to go, but I think a lot more people love 2 and 3 than they love
There's
1.
There's more
Even
on
with
this.
remakes.
He
just-
can't say anything because he's the liquor from the series.
I know.
But if I just had to pick some of my personal favorites from Resident Evil, or this list would be just all of them, or whatever. So I was like, I'm going to go with the original. I'll go with the original because I like the setting and how it laid the groundwork for one of my favorite franchises. Okay, that's it.
Number 9 for me, and I'm going to iterate this again. I'm a heavy Square Enix guy. I pretty much love every game they put out.
I saw your list. I understand your problem.
Yeah. They just give me a lot of gameplay. Like, I can sit there and just play it for hours. I'll be distracted and be in my own world when playing their games. So one of the ones that made my list is Star Ocean, and it doesn't matter which one either. However, the first one, I believe, I might actually have to bring it up on my phone.
Oh, phone
here.
break.
Because they've
Silence.
they've actually spoiled me in the last, I don't know, 6 years. I've gotten 3 Star Ocean games.
Yeah. I know somebody that plays them.
Star Ocean.
Not named you. It's not a franchise I got to play, though. Dean? Valiant?
It wasn't Integrity and Facelessness.
You played any of those?
Which ones?
Star Ocean?
No, I have not.
He's not a big RPG guy.
Trying to fill time here.
Oh, I got some RPG. I got an RPG on here. I got 2.
The Last Hope. Star Ocean The Last Hope. That's
Okay.
the first one that I played, and I can't hear "There you are" the same
But-
ever again because of the fucking
Let me
gnomes.
specify to the people me and Dreadnought here have had this talk, and I actually was not aware of this. I love RPGs, but from what he says, I like Americanized
I'm
RPGs.
JRPG. He's ARPG. ARPG, is that a term?
He just made one if it's not.
There! New hashtag for y'all. Y'all? When do I say y'all?
We're not from Alabama.
Damn it.
He's
I think Trina got to me.
Crimson
You're
Tide.
you're Jarp G. He's RPG.
I'm Jarp. I'm Jarp G.
Not that I even have
RPG.
anything against JRPGs. A lot of them happen to be... A lot of the first ones I tried were turn-based, and as Dreadnought knows, that will kill a game for me.
Well,
I can't.
with the whole
do-
open world thing now being a thing,
Like,
they
there's
had
ones
to change that
now...
up.
There's ones now I will try.
Considering I love turn-based games, so that's gonna be the.
Well, me and you love strategy. That's the thing. It's not that he doesn't love strategy. It's just
You act
he
like
hates,
I just wanna
he
be-
hates the waiting game.
You act like I just want to be overpowered, run up in there and wreck shit. Yes, I do.
Yes, we are saying that is exactly you, barbarian.
See, here's the thing. You will actually grind,
Yeah.
but you want to be able to sit there and see you
True.
killing something grind. You're not just
I
gonna
like
sit
how
there and
you-
play the waiting game.
I
grind.
like how you...
You're like, all right, we can calculate how much experience we need.
I like
you can't.
that. He's
you
not
can't.
bashing...
This is what you're gonna hear in your games.
He's not bashing my way of thinking and how he's explaining
No, because I
perfectly
play the same games as you,
my-
except I fucking suck at
and he
them.
knows my mind. He knows how I
good
work.
game.
So there you go. What?
I'm not very good at games either.
Well, no, I'm good at them. I'm just not good at.
He's good at him. It
Uh,
depends. What? Don't bring them up. They'll be talked about enough. Don't bring them up.
Okay.
It's probably on your list.
They might be.
Fine. You know what? I'll stop there and we'll move on to number 8 for
All right.
Torin.
We're getting to the outside of my honorable mentions. I believe this is the.
Oh yeah, we'll
between
talk.
two.
We'll talk about honorable
I don't
mentions
know which
after.
game's older, this one or a later one. Pokemon Yellow.
God damn! Talk about
OG, bro!
Talk
If they
about
could see the
old.
hat I was wearing now. In fact, I got the Pokemon shirt underneath the Badger Collectibles shirt that I was given today.
55th and Burnham, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Yeah. Pokemon
Like,
Yellow.
I'm gonna do it every damn time. I don't care. It's
Pokemon
become
Yellow
a
is
joke.
my number 8. Nostalgia. TV show. Game Shark.
Game Shark. Oh.
You got everything with Pokemon Yellow. That one hits home. That's
Yeah.
and carried around in your pocket. That one hits home.
Yep. I have not played many of the Pokemon games, but I will say, just to chime in, 'cause I want to talk about a little Pokemon. I love Pokemon Stadium. Those were my shit. I love those.
That almost made my honorable mentions, but hey, they linked up.
I don't play Pokemon like that, so I gotta think of something to get myself in there.
I played the originals. I stopped after Ruby.
Okay, so Mr. Dreadnought.
No, it's your turn, Valiant.
It is?
Yeah, we're
You're after
counterclockwise.
me. You're
Oh,
after
we're going-
me.
We're going this way this time.
My
instead of-
number 8. Okay, here we're starting to get into some nitty gritties now. My number 8 is Uncharted 4, A Thief's End.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
You like that one better than the other Uncharted?
Yeah, it is my favorite. Uncharted 4 had to do with Libertania, the pirate's paradise.
I had to mention that just because.
Uncharted is one of, again, that is a top 5 franchise of mine. I love every single game, but I was like, I don't want my whole list saturated with the same stuff. There's already a couple from the same series. I was like, let me pick one. Uncharted 4.
If you haven't picked this up already, our group loves history and things that deal with it. So
I love pirates. I'm a huge pirate stan.
I wish the order was reversed, but continue.
What'd you say?
reversed.
Keep going.
All right.
You'd have to explain. I'm like, what do you mean the
I'll
order?
tell you in about
Oh, okay.
3 minutes.
But it was oh god. But no, I love the whole Nathan Drake's whole journey. That's the end of his journey. Even in the game, he looks gray. He's getting gray and old, and his brother's in there. They bring him in there.
I played 1, 2,
It's
and
a
3.
beautiful-
I'm pissed at myself for not
oh, yeah.
playing 4 yet.
It's a beautiful ending to that whole story. And just to get the joke out there, that game looks beautiful.
He spoiled 4 for me. That's about it.
I didn't really spoil too much. I talked about it a lot, but I mean, yeah. Oh,
I'm
gameplay
not
is
horrible
great.
with it.
We have not talked about gameplay much. Gameplay is great. It's fun to run around and shoot it. That's about it. Is it's good. It's solid. Some games you play, the shooting is terrible. The shooting mechanics suck. That games are good.
Goddamn bullet drop!
Yeah.
No, you just suck, man.
Goddamn bullet drop.
Blind fire.
Goddamn bullet drop. But okay, there is, and it had very solid online. I had fun with online for a couple weeks. So yeah, okay, that's my 8.
SOCOM?
That needs to come back one day. That needs to come back. God damn it! I should that honorable mention. There we go. Another one.
I mentioned that for a reason. My number 8, and everyone probably is Zelda.
Zelda.
The favorite.
You gotta
I do.
choose mentoring.
I am choosing. The one that became a favorite of mine, and I'm not knocking all the other games, trust me, but the favorite of mine is Twilight. I love the one where you turn into a wolf.
Oh God, I was waiting for Majora's Mask. Oh God.
Well, we don't have JJ here.
We don't use. Oh, actually, no. That's a good code name for him. I say don't use his government name. That's a code name.
It is a fucking code name. It's not his real name.
It's not his real name.
I know. I'm just. Oh wait, no. That's a perfect code name.
If I said his last name, it'd be an issue. But Twilight gave me the story. It gave me a new princess. It wasn't the story wasn't centered around rescuing the usual princess. You had a whole new thing to go against, like uniting two kingdoms instead of. I'm probably butchering the entire storyline again because it's been a while since I played, and that's just how well my brain works. But yeah, Zelda Twilight Princess. I love that one.
Okay. Number 7, to piggyback off of Dean a little bit here, Uncharted 3.
Drake's Deception, not a bad choice at all. Great
It was
choice.
the first one I played. I didn't play 1 or 2. 3 came with my PlayStation 3, so I got to play that before anything else.
Yep.
Then I went and played 1 and 2.
What does it sound like when you do Uncharted game names? It's like the Star Wars movie names. Like they should be
Uncharted, Drake's Fortune,
around.
Among Thieves, Drake's Deception, then A Thief's End is 4. So yeah, I can see, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of feels Star Wars-y to me. It's like, yeah, this name should be here, that name should
Uncharted
be there.
has some of the best sequences. For example, Thief's End is the whole car chase in the city was great. Drake's Deception is the one where I think you're crawling up the cargo net when the
You mean
plane,
the thing we got in the movie?
Yeah, that you got in the movie. They pretty much ripped that whole thing out. And then Uncharted 2 is the train falling off. There's so many great sequences. That whole series is just...
But but
Chef's kiss, everyone.
even though it didn't last very long, for me to play the other first 2 games off of and not having any emotional connection to any of the characters in the game prior to playing it.
Yeah.
You played 3 first, eh?
I played 3 first to have no emotional connection to the game, and having them kill Sully in 3 for the 30 seconds before things made sense.
Yeah.
I felt more invested in that game than I did without having to play any of the other 2.
So yeah, that's when you know a game's done right.
Yep.
They killed off a guy. I didn't even fucking know it. I feel something.
Did you play all the Uncharted games?
I have played all of them since then.
Well,
Yes,
I can
but
make
I've
the
started
joke.
with 3.
Uncharted also gave me Chloe. I love Chloe.
And
Great
spin-off.
character.
And a spin-off.
And a spin-off. Oh, I love that game. I love Lost Legacy.
Nadine! Kick everybody's ass. Valion?
Oh, it's mine. Okay.
You're number 7.
Okay.
Yeah,
My
it's
number
just
7.
because it was Uncharted again doesn't mean you don't speak.
Oh, Uncharted game? Oh, here's my number. This is This is a early high school game I played, but replay value and how many hours I put into this game, I swear. But
Early
Fallout.
high school game, as in 3 years ago.
He's not that young.
I'm 20.
I can still make that joke. It's still funny.
But my next game
For fuck's
is
sakes, I think high school. I gotta think 8. How many years back are it?
my
18?
7 is
18. You're 36?
Oh,
God damn! You give yourself years.
I gave myself years. Ew. I'm only turning 32. Fuck.
God. Oh, God. Well,
Even that's bad.
my number 7 is Fallout 3.
Fallout 3. That is one of my honorable mentions.
That game is just the way Fallout, and I didn't even really play much of the originals like Fallout and Fallout 2, but I believe they were computer games. But then Bethesda,
Fallout 1 definitely was.
then 2, I don't know. But 3 rang at the console, and
I think two was still a computer game.
yeah,
Because
it's-
New Vegas was the
New
one that was.
Vegas was.
New Vegas is
PS3.
also a great game, but I put way more time into 3. You make your character. When you leave the vault for the first time, you see the wasteland, It is so cool. The variety's there. I love the story. It's post-apocalyptic, and you can put so many hours into that game and still have fun. I had a fire sword at one point. That's how strong I got.
No matter what you do in that game, you're always playing
But you will always shit yourself when you see a Deathclaw. You always will.
I fucking hate that. But the internet ruined the Deathclaws for
He
me.
would keep piggybacking off of his games for some stupid reason.
You?
Apparently.
Or me?
Me.
Well,
You chose this order, and it's not working out to my advantage.
Sorry.
But, I mean, and I love the history of it, too, because you can go see all these monuments, because you're in D.C. The Washington Monument, the White House, and all these monuments you can go see, but they're post-apocalyptic, so they're destroyed and shit, and it's a good history game, too. So, there. That's about all I got for that one.
We're on 7.
Yeah.
Tony Hawk.
Dang.
Dang. Underground.
Tony.
It's probably my favorite out of all of them.
I can't really pick a favorite, but I would say Tony Hawk 1 and 2 probably. Where they were clunky and they had the excellent freaking soundtracks no matter what.
That wasn't a skateboarding game. That was a button mashing game.
It definitely was. You have harder fucking combos in that game than you do fighting games sometimes.
Yep.
Yeah. Tony, how?
So I'll give Tony Hawk and his game creators credit for that one. You want to learn how to do an actual combat game?
Yeah.
Play some Tony Hawk first, then you'll be able to do it.
Yeah, the good players of the games were the ones that were playing the arcade style games with the joystick and the buttons. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh my.
But I just love games where you can customize your character and
yeah.
upgrade them just doing stuff. And you actually had to play the game in order to earn the stats and all that stuff. It's not like it was just given to you by leveling up.
Oh yeah. 100% agree.
I'm good on that, unless somebody has something to add. Tony Hawk.
Nope.
See? Move on.
I say piggybacking off of Dean again, but I am changing games, but basically same company. Skyrim number 6.
Oh, I see what he...
Bethesda! I don't know why I had to say it that way. Bethesda. The big man company. Bethesda.
The game's just fun. Even if I'm playing the same thing every time I log in and create a new character, even if I'm playing the same thing,
It's always
just
something. Always something new. Dude,
Always.
didn't I do this before? Wait, why is this new?
I'm sorry, Stealth Archer's just so OP.
Oh God.
Who's there? Nothing.
Did you get shot in the knee?
No, I did not take an arrow to the knee. I shot everybody in the head. Sorry, if you play that game long enough, you can arc your arrow perfectly from end of map to end of map and still hit the guy in the head.
I can't play a Skyrim game and finish a single freaking story arc.
I did.
I have yet to actually finish the game. I have yet to finish Fallout. When you give me a game where you can just adventure out and you find things places, I am so bad. I pick things up.
You do the first main quest.
I have played that game both ways. The first time I played arc after arc the way you're supposed to play them, and then the second, third, fourth, fifth times around I've did the side quests first, and I did the stereotypical. It's like, you can't do this quest yet. You have to beat Alduin. Okay, I'm away for 5 seconds. Kill Alduin. I'm good.
When I play video games, I'm like that one anime. You know that guy that where he trains, overtrains, and then comes in and just wipes them? I don't even try to fucking do that because when I get to something, I'm so clunky with the games, I swear I don't have the proper hand-eye coordination. I'll fucking lose anyway. I'll be a level 20 going up against a level 15. Oh yeah, I got this. Kill over dead.
And that game does have some of the best anger removers ever. Just save the game, kill all the NPCs.
I did enjoy that. They pissed me off. I'm trying to steal their shit because I'm a kleptomaniac in video games.
I'm trying to steal your shit.
How often do you get to the Cloud Top District? I don't know, but you're not going again.
That was one of my favorite things in Fallout. In Fallout 3. If the stuff was not yours, it would be red, not green. And you'd take it, your karma would go down, someone would see you, hey, that's mine. Bam. Now you're dead, so it's mine.
So at least I'm not the only one. They have this thing out there, do you feel guilty killing NPCs?
Nope, I played it
No, I don't. They're not real. All of a sudden VR fucking becomes a thing.
I didn't
We have
know.
Sword
Funny,
Art. Do you feel guilty killing this NPC? I'm from Wisconsin. I'm a murderer.
Funny Fallout 3 story, and I did this by accident. And I had to work. I couldn't recover. I got insta bad karma because I blew up Megaton. And I was like, no, I don't want. Fuck. I didn't want to do that.
You accidentally did it? Like,
Yep.
what did you have? One of those mini
I
nukes?
didn't think the quest was. I didn't think it was gonna. I was like, oh shit. I fucked up.
Yeah, you
Then
did.
I was near where Megaton blew up, and
I could just hear the TikTok thing in the background. Oh, I fucked up.
I was doing so much good shit to try to make my karma go back. It wouldn't, because I just blew up a whole settlement.
I felt more guilty. I felt more.
You know why I did it? I did it to stay in Tenpenny Tower, a rich, nice room and shit. My fucking.
I felt more
dumbass.
guilty letting the sheriff die.
What? Are you making a settlements in danger joke?
No, because
I touched so much. Oh,
Did we blow your mind up again?
no, because of Fallout 3, you got to decide you got a quest where you to do something, and you could either report it to the sheriff or carry out the mission.
Oh yeah, I think I remember.
And if you report it to the sheriff dies.
Oh yeah. Yep.
That was the main
So
settlement.
you decided to be somewhat a good guy and say, all right, I'm going to report this to the actual
Yes, and if
authorities.
you do that, the sheriff dies, and his kid talks to you about it.
What the fuck are video games trying to teach you?
Hey,
you can't be the good guy.
The final choice.
Don't be a snitch.
The final choice in Fallout 3 is to give the world clean drinking water. But
It's not a choice; it's the end of the game.
But you gotta press the button, so you die.
And then you come back in the DC.
Yep, then you come back in Brotherhood of Steel, baby. And fuck Xbox, I had to wait for years to get that DLC. Fuckers. I did. Oh, it sucked. I'm like, where's my DLC, man? I played Fallout 3 on PlayStation 3. And 360 got all the DLC first. And I'm just sitting here like, you're my DLC. You're neglecting me, fuckers. Okay.
And now they own it.
I love this. What?
And now they own it.
Yeah, now they know.
So now you have to buy an Xbox just to play
No,
some of your
I'm not
Bethesda
doing it. I
games.
won't sell out.
Number 6.
My number 6 is, here it comes. Now here we go. Here. Watch his face. My number 6 is
They can't see my face.
one of the original. I'm talking to moderator. Not you.
Narrator.
Same
Same thing.
Narrator. Yeah, I got them mixed up. Same thing. But it's an original. It's kind of an original PS4 launch game, kind of, but Bloodborne. Bloodborne.
I haven't beaten that game either. Fuck, where'd all my blood go? You lost it, you idiot. Why can't I beat this boss?
Is a
'Cause you're
From
fucking
Software
stupid.
Souls game. Souls games are infamous to people because they are so fucking hard, and Bloodborne might be the hardest one. But the combat is great. I absolutely adore that setting. It's like a Victorian era London, but it's Lovecraft. That game is so inspired by Lovecraft. It's just yes, love it.
Yeah, only you and other skilled gamers out there
Know the
are able
story.
to actually know the story.
It's heavy Lovecraft. You can see some of the shit you fight in there. It's like that's straight out of Cthulhu.
Yeah, when you suck at video games like that, like myself, you don't get past the first fat fucking boss.
But why do you assume the first boss is fat?
Because he is fat. He's this round motherfucker that just rolls at you.
That's Demon Souls, the Vanguard. The first boss. Now you're gonna get me thinking. The first boss in
In Bloodborne, was it not a fucking dude
nope,
with
it's
a dog?
a cleric demon. The first
cleric
boss
demon.
is a cleric demon.
Was he not this big,
He's
bulky
tall
dude?
and skinny and throws his arm at you. He's like a wolf. He's like
the
a tall
fuck did
wolf.
I run into? Did I go through something else?
That demon. You're talking about a big fat guy boss. That's Demon Souls. That's the Vanguard. Unless you're going. Unless you played.
Either way,
Demon
I
Souls.
suck at Souls games.
Anyway, okay, that's all we need. But that's basically all I can say. There you go.
This is actually just showing my fucking age here.
I mean, I showed mine already.
Yep. My number 6 is Sonic the Hedgehog. It doesn't matter which one. I, for some reason, get a kick out of every single one. But Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is probably my favorite. With CD at a close
I didn't get
second.
to play many of those games. I've seen both movies. Never got to really play any of the games.
That's sad, actually. That is sad.
I mean, I knew the character, obviously.
Because I feel it's a better platformer than Mario, and people will hate me for that one.
Probably.
But, well, you had to beat the fucking timer because they graded you on how fast you got through levels.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're like me, you wanted that fucking S at the end.
S, right.
You wanted that badge. because one, it gave you extra lives per points and all that stuff too. So
Oh man.
not to
worry about
mention
it
the lore in those games have just gotten better. I haven't played the recent one that came out though, so I got to get it.
Number 5.
Here we go.
Madden 08.
God damn, we're going sports now.
I did like the.
Hey, back when they tried to make them good games.
Yeah.
I did.
I love how you just agreed. Yep. Because they're the
I
same
did like
game and they suck now.
What the hell was that? The franchise mode in that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
That I heavily liked that one.
One,
I want to hear your reasonings though, because talking about Madden is like, huh?
well, best reasons. Had one of the best rookie classes ever. That's where we got a lot of the biggest names that were coming out for the next decade.
Yeah.
It was Darrell Revis, Patrick Willis, all the big Hall of Famers that are coming now.
Yeah.
We even had Rodgers as a rookie, didn't we?
That was 05.
Yeah.
That was 05.
He was a rookie in 06.
Yeah,
He was still under Favre.
Yeah,
at that point.
that was
far for years.
This is one of the games where Favre retired at the end of every year, even though he kept playing.
Yeah, but they kept putting him in. Put him in. Last minute.
This is Brady 7 years into his career, and he's still playing.
Imagine them. They're about to release.
He was still a 99 rating at that point.
They're about to finalize the roster. Wait, Favre unretired.
Yes, I think 09. Is it 09? I think he's on the cover because he retired.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Then retired.
In the Vikings uniform?
No, he's in a Packer uniform.
No, they put him in the because he
thought
retired. He was on the cover with the Green Bay Packers uniform. He unretired. They traded him to the Jets, and he was in a Jets jersey.
Okay.
Yep.
They gave you an email code to get the new cover to download.
I didn't even know that because I remember seeing a Packers
to put him in a
jersey.
Jets uniform for 09.
I could have swore there was one where he was in a Vikings uniform too.
No, I don't. Nope.
That may have been a fan-made cover.
Fan-made cover.
That was hype. Madden had many.
God damn me and the internet ruining my memory.
It was to me that was probably the last greatest use of franchise. Very easy to cheat if you really wanted to, but none of the stats made sense. Had all the assistant coach. You easily, if your running back didn't get hurt, you got 2,700 yards rushing. Easy. But one of the I think it was probably the last Madden they gave you actual assistant coaches, named assistant coaches that ceased to be a thing after that pretty much too because they had to pay other people to do it.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, they don't even do that anymore. They got a head coach and
the head coaches are all regular, but none of the assistant coaches are named.
And then
anymore.
GM.
Yeah.
Where
You were just always with GM.
You're GM.
Yeah, they didn't have different modes.
But that's the only 2 positions they have now, as far as directing a team. Is you have.
No,
your
now
head
there's
coach
3.
and-
It's owner, coach, and player.
Yeah.
Oh,
You could
right.
You couldn't do player and franchise for this, but you could do. That was one of the intros to be a superstar.
I enjoyed that when they brought that in, Superstar.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Madden, bro.
Except, not a damn game out there knows how to pronounce my last name, except for my family's last name. You can get Miller easy, but Hauser, no, yeah. You ain't gonna find that in a game anywhere. I can't imagine how Dean feels.
My name.
How do you think I feel? My name's historic too.
Yours is a fucking field.
Yeah, but I can't. How many players do you think have come with that name?
That's a good.
But
you
here's
got a
the
good
problem
point
with
there.
mine, though. My last name is Desnica. Desnica. Just like it's spelled. And for some reason, people feel the need to put...
Always get it wrong?
Yeah, Desnica. Emphasis on some different letter. It's like, no.
You should hear video games try to say it.
Desnica. What?
You should hear video games try to say it. It's funny
You
as
know,
hell.
you know where your name's gonna pop up in?
Where?
The next Call of Duty game. You're gonna be starting Wars.
Oh, great. That'd be great. I goated. Number 1 on my list automatically. Hey.
That was a Serbian joke, by the way.
Oh, my number... What are we on, 5?
Yep.
Oh, here we go. One of the few games that made me tear up and cry. This is a big one. Metal Gear Solid 4.
Yeah.
Oh.
That long ass ending though.
You don't see. Metal Gear Solid might be my favorite. Is probably on most days my favorite franchise ever, just because of that story. And Snake is
the only time it actually plays off.
And Snake is by far my favorite video game hero. No, not by far. The next guy is in his bracket too. But playing as Snake from Metal Gear Solid 1 back in on 98 is
That's what I thought.
and playing through his whole journey in 2, even though I was technically riding. Then all his game, it's great. Well, technically, from a lore standpoint, Metal Gear Solid 98 is actually the third game. That's Solid Snake's third game. His first game is Metal Gear on the NES. Metal Gear 2
I could have a whole video
on
or
the
even
NES.
podcast of you just explaining Metal Gear.
Then Metal Gear Solid. Then you see Snake again in 2. Then he's in 4. And let me tell you, 4, that is one of the most beautifully crafted story, and it's basically a fucking movie. Because Hideo Kojima, the GOAT, just loves to make 2-hour cutscenes. It's great. And just that whole spoilers where you think Snake's gonna die and shit. Oh my god, I was a broken man because I love Snake that much. But I've talked enough about it. I love that game. It's one of my favorites. It's top 5 for a reason.
I have a fan favorite for sure, GoldenEye, and it's the only named video game I have on my list. Everything else is just a franchise, and I have to think about which one I like. But this one, GoldenEye, in the 90s, you loved just going over to a friend's house, pulling up your N64, and just battling it out. Yeah, your mom's, all right, we got some pizza rolls, here you go. Awesome. This is just nostalgia at its greatest right there, and I love that they actually did remake it eventually down the road. But James Bond GoldenEye was just one of the best games as a kid.
Yeah.
My comment on it will be number 4, GoldenEye.
Really?
Okay.
I was next with number 4, GoldenEye.
Hey, look at that. We finally did something. Ah.
I love that game. It was so much fun.
That was having parties with your friends. You boot up GoldenEye. Oh, those days.
Seriously, you would
Simpler when
all you
split
needed
screen
was
was a
one TV
thing. When split screen was a thing.
Well, you don't even fucking get split screen anymore. It's all online co-op.
Yeah,
and all that. That pisses me off. You can't even have a friend over anymore. It's all right. You gotta be in your
bring
house.
your PlayStation with you.
You gotta be in your house, and I gotta be in my house. We gotta have COVID standards.
Social
people.
distancing. That's why we always go there. Fucking COVID is going to be mentioned every podcast.
Unfortunately, split screen was dead before COVID.
It was, but when you talk about how you have to be away from each other, COVID sets the bar.
Yeah. I can't even. Oh God, I can't.
I kind of want some pizza rolls now, though.
That is
Nice trigger there.
It was it. I did it, but I did it to myself.
Yeah.
That was his number 4. We've talked about it. So Valiant, Dean.
My number 4 is arguably, possibly the most sentimental on my list, and my oldest is from PS1, Medieval.
Wow.
I'm still pissed at myself for not beating that one.
That is the first game I beat, and I beat it with my dad because he loved that game too. And what I said before, Solid Snake, but Sir Daniel Fortescue in that game is one of my favorite protagonists. He is adorable, and you just cheer for him. He's a failure who literally, his whole legend is he won this battle and killed Zorak, but he never did. He died on the first charge. He's a failure. But he gets revived from Zorak's spell and gets a chance to redeem himself and make his legend true. It's such a simple and just lovable story. And they actually remade it. They made a very solid remake of it, which I played and beat. Amazing.
With more shit to do in the game, too.
Little bit here and there, but they mainly just rebuilt it, made it look more pretty and all that. But yeah, that one is the sentimental one. I love that game. I was excited for the remake. They're making a remake.
I thought it came out already.
It did. It's been out for years.
Or,
It's already.
It was like, God, when did that come out? He played it at mine. We played it.
It's sadly already down to like the $10 mark.
That's how long it's been out. He couldn't beat the Scarecrows.
No, you just couldn't stand there.
I couldn't stand him fucking around. Here, let me beat it.
I'm sitting there playing around in the fields. He's like, just stop.
Hit me. You're fucking around too much. I'll beat the Scarecrows. You gotta light them on fire. It was great.
Number 4.
Next.
Should I even mention my 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh God. I know what it is. Oh
here,
God.
My number 4 is Metal Gear. I love the series as a whole. Not as big of a fanboy as Dean is. I just love the stories and everything.
I'm a
that
fanboy, true. I'll take it.
Hey,
at least it's on there.
Since he already mentioned 4, and that's the first one I officially beat because the other ones give me trouble and don't ever bring up
The end?
Metal Gear 3 to me.
Oh boy.
I was one of those that had fucking glitches all the goddamn time, especially with, what the hell is the game called?
His greatest glitch is Heavy Rain, though.
Heavy Rain.
Jason!
And just going around for hours and it won't end. And it
great.
doesn't help because my fucking name is Jason. So imagine it's like your parents are calling, Jason! Jason! Shut up! I know my goddamn name!
It was one of the greatest things I've ever witnessed. I was in tears.
But back to
got
Metal
stuck
Gear.
in a loop where he just kept saying, Jason!
And this is the reissued game.
Yeah.
I still found the glitch.
I love Quantic Dream.
Like I said, back to Metal Gear. Because he already mentioned 4, and that happened to be one of my favorites, but the one that comes right after it, Phantom Pain.
Hey.
I love that one because 1, it's open world, and
Yep.
2, I'm a fucking kleptomaniac, and there's so much to collect in that game and level up.
Holy shit, your speech just went to 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Holy crap, that was funny. You're like, I got excited.
Yeah, it was.
It was
I could do that. I could do that.
I was like, holy crap.
I can slow it down for my dumb
I
self
do it too,
if I
though. I
really
do it
want.
more.
Don't ask me why I had to put a southern accent on that. But I can slow it down if I needed to. Damn it! I can slow it down if I need to.
Come on,
Ride your
Forrest
horse down yonder over
Come on,
there, down
Forrest Gump.
yonder in the pasture. Did you leave your horse down there in the pasture, dead or die?
Yes,
get-
I did. I released
Oh,
the horse.
Gotta get him a box.
As soon as I got the dog in Metal Gear Phantom Pain, my horse was useless.
T-Dog! My favorite companion was Quiet.
For a lot of reasons. Hey, how'd you like that shower scene?
I loved it. I'm done. Yes! Fucking love it.
That's my number 4.
Okay, man. Okay.
All right, top threes. Top threes.
Top threes.
This one's gonna hit home too. Successfully creating a franchise in a franchise. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the original.
I'm not a big fan of you can't hate it because that game has reached the level of iconic. It has.
Kicking off reboots, creating its own franchise in a franchise.
Modern Warfare did what Call of Duty should have just been. As far as campaign story. Call of Duty shouldn't have ever been this game that you play just for online.
Yeah.
It should have been for the actual story.
How good this game is makes me hate the reboot. And the reboots are good. How good the original Modern Warfares 1 and 2 were make me hate the remakes, and I don't want to.
I haven't even played the remakes yet.
They're good.
So the story is that good?
Yeah, it's just bringing back...
That's what I play Call of Duty
It just hurts because they're bringing back characters that you know that are gone.
Ghost!
Oh, but...
Ghost, Gaz, Roach.
Ghost is my favorite.
Soap.
Soap. Say soap.
Yeah, the names of these people.
Soap.
Ghost, Roach, Soap. So what, we're cleaning a horse named Roach? What? Wait.
Geralt?
Wrong franchise.
Geralt?
That's a different video game. You're cleaning the roach named Gaz.
But hey, the new Modern War a ghost. It did give us the meme of Ghost staring at you in the passenger seat. It's a great meme. Great meme. Love it. Great meme.
Number 3, Valiant.
For me? Oh, my number 3. Resident Evil 4.
Oh, he does have 2 Resident Evils on there.
He tried.
Yeah, I know he did.
Resident Evil 4 is consensus, arguably one of the greatest games ever made.
You have a problem.
People love
Yes, I do.
it.
I've not gone through 1 can. You've gone through 3.
I know.
The gameplay is great. It's Resident Evil, of course. It's a perfect blend of survival horror and action. That's where they hit their perfect blend. They didn't overdo it. Like 5 and 6 Resident Evil kind of overdid the action a little bit for me. But 4 is where they hit that perfect blend. And Leon's the main character. He's my favorite character. Well, tied with Jill. If I don't talk about Jill, I feel mad bad. But, yeah. God,
But,
what else?
Aideen, which
Oh,
one?
also, you get your bang for your buck with that game. I just recently bought it a few months ago and replayed it. That motherfucker, that game took me like over 20 hours to beat the story. And games now, you beat their story in 5 hours. Done.
What
You
the
get
fuck
your
kind of
bang for your buck in that
See,
game.
that's how I know I'm such a fucking kleptomaniac in video games. I'll just be looking at everything. I ain't even looking for Easter eggs. I'm just, all right, what's this? What's that? Oh.
What's this? What's that? What's this? What's this?
No, we're not going back to that TikTok. What's this? Oh, okay, Picasso. I like it.
See, I thought of something completely different when you said, "What's this?"
What are those?
No. Goddamn. This is Halloween.
This no, come on,
This is Halloween. This is Halloween.
Just because it's that time of year doesn't.
Wait for the pumpkin king. Hey, it's also a Christmas movie. So.
Yeah, everybody. It's not just Halloween. It's a Christmas movie.
Oh my god.
It changed the tone of voice just for the.
Yeah. What are we on?
Dreadnought 3.
Oh, my three. Everyone's gonna find this funny because I have
Here it
them
comes.
on the list, but I have Digimon on my list.
Here it comes.
I absolutely love Digimon as a franchise just as much as I love Pokemon.
Here we go.
But the one that really got me into Digimon as far as games goes, Digimon World, and that's the original PS1 game.
What? This crap.
You have an issue with Digimon?
No, I don't have an issue with Digimon, but that's my least favorite out of the Digimon worlds.
Oh, we got
Digimon
debate.
World
Yeah.
was your worst?
Yeah.
Oh god.
No, out of the Digimon world. 1 was my least favorite. I loved 2 and 3.
Fine,
Yeah,
how
I loved
about this? Monster Rancher. Have you heard of that one?
I was a child, yes.
I was a child.
How much did you love just grabbing a CD you had and just throwing it in there and seeing what you got?
Yes!
It's like, son of a bitch, it's the same monster!
Yes! I hated my Pokemon crapping out of nowhere. Or my Digimon crapping out of nowhere.
That's the only concept I hated. It's like, I just fucking fed you, why are you shitting? You had to have this thing called a portable potty,
Yeah. Yep.
otherwise you were fucked.
Yep.
You
Every
would,
time.
you would always end up with this goddamn shit Digimon. No, it literally looked like a piece of shit. It
What are you
looked like a
talking
piece
about?
of poop.
Basically the muck wannabe.
Nukamon?
Yeah,
Or
Nukamon.
Yeah. He was literally just a yellow piece of shit. His special move is he flings poo at
It
you.
was green.
Huh? No, he's yellow.
I thought Nukamon was green. I think we're thinking different Digimon.
Nukamon might be the slug.
Oh my god. I like the cactus with boxing gloves.
Togemon!
Togemon.
I always got to bring it up.
What are we saying it was?
Nukamon? Nukemon. It'd be easier if I had my Switch on hand. I've got the fucking... Because the other one that actually reinvigorated my love for the Digimon games was Hacker's Memory. I didn't even play Sleuth first. I played...
That's green.
Who was the crap one?
That's the one I'm thinking of, though.
No, that's the slug one. I'm talking to one that actually looks like a piece of shit. Like
Oh.
the shit emoji.
I don't know.
There is a Digimon that looks like a piece of shit. I am not
I'm
lying.
Oh, this one. Poop Digimon. Sukamon.
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 Look, he's literally a yellow piece of shit.
With a rat.
That's what it turns into.
Numamon. Numamon.
If you had a rookie Digimon and you didn't treat it right, meaning if you let it shit more than twice,
when you look up Sukamon, you get a nice green or pink pile of shit.
that was its special move. It would throw fucking piles of pink shit at you.
That was the
What a...
Digimon.
Oh god.
Digimon
okay.
is so fucking special, but I love it.
It's so special, but you love it? You gotta... What do you mean?
No, as in special ed.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
okay.
literally,
I was like, you mean
some of the
special ed?
Some of the stuff makes no fucking sense. Like, especially evolutions. That's why people love Pokemon over Digimon because
They
like,
at least
why
make
the,
sense.
Why the fuck does this turn into that? This cat turns into a fucking
Like,
woman.
I seen a meme with the evolutionary chain of Digimon. Dog, washing machine, Gundam. I'm like, yeah?
If you want to oversimplify things, yes. But yeah, Digimon World. That's
we
for me.
just got-
That's my number 3.
Alright.
All right.
Top 2.
My number 2 is the reason why I'm looking forward to it, because we just got the trailer. Last of Us. Last of Us is my number 2.
First one?
Person.
Okay, there'd be some contention there because I like 2 just as much.
Uh,
There's spoiler.
just the original game just hit hard.
I was mad. Hey, I was mad. No, on that. I was mad the whole time I played 2. I was mad that whole game. Kill this bitch.
I was
I'm gonna
there.
kill this
I
bitch.
was
I'm
right
gonna kill
there
this
with
bitch.
him playing it in the beginning in the chat. So
And I ruined the whole game.
The whole beginning of the game was ruined for me. I was like, I don't even have to fucking play this game. I just listened to you.
Spoiler
in the
alert, I was
background.
like, I'm playing it. Holy shit, they killed so and so. Well, I gotta play this now. Oh yeah, no, I wanted to kill Abby. I wanted to kill her that whole game. That whole game, I'm like, come on.
I'm just
Come
sitting
on,
there
come on.
laughing the whole fucking
But the
time.
problem
It's
is at the game.
I just picked up a bat in my hand, and you're not letting me
They
kill
should
her.
have gave Ellie. They should have gave you, the player, the choice in the final mission where you're fighting Abby as Ellie. You just let her go. They should have gave you a choice there, and I said, no. Nope, no mercy.
He's
not
not
what Joel wanted.
He's not whacking off guys. That's literally him pounding his fist. It's kind of the same thing, though,
That
for
wasn't.
him.
Shut up. Oh, good.
Number 2.
Oh, my number 2. Here we go. The most recent game on my list. Elden Ring.
I'm surprised that didn't make your number 1. The way you're so...
You'll understand when I see number 1. I have played that fucking game for over 100 hours and I still ain't done. My God.
You could be done.
I could be. I choose not to. I'm exploring. I'm fighting. Most people who know that game. I haven't. There's a boss named Melania that has kicked my ass about 20 times.
Is that the fucking angel?
Yep, and she has broken my soul. She has broken my will. And I left. I don't want to do it no more.
She's done that to more people than not just you. I've seen a shit ton.
No,
of
no
videos.
more. It's not fair. I've never seen it's kind of a knock, but at the same time great because it's so troll. It's so Souls. It's so FromSoft. Whenever she hits you, she gets health back. And she's already hard. It's not fair. It is not fair.
She's what now?
Hard.
No. Well, she is naked in her second phase, but that's besides the point.
So she hit...
I'm not going there. I only know that from clips, because I have never made it to the second phase, because she literally destroys my mimic, and then comes and rapes me, and it's done. It's done. I hate it. I love it, and I hate it. I'm surprised I ain't broke my remote yet. It's not fair.
I'm pretty sure he lets her in her second form.
Oh.
Yeah, as soon as the second form comes out, all right, now you can rape me.
And if I
lay down, I accept it.
And if I get to the second
put the strap
form,
on and put it in.
But no, the story is there if you look for it.
If you look for it, that's not a glowing endorsement.
You have to read item descriptions. It don't specifically tell you. There's whole lore. People do YouTube videos on the Souls games for their lore, and George R.R. Martin wrote the story for it.
What, are you talking about the Pope Turtle?
No, Pope Turtle's in there. Pope Turtle in there. People try to kill Pope Turtle, but you can't.
Why the fuck?
Pope Turtle come back.
Why would you kill the Pope Turtle?
Because people are dicks. They like to kill Pope Turtle.
I was talking about killing NPCs earlier and not feeling guilt, but that one, for some reason, I would feel guilt for. Is why I have a thing for turtles, though. It's
Pope Turtle. But, I mean...
Yeah, don't start singing the song.
Great, again.
Damn it!
The best customization FromSoft has done in any of their games. Again, I'll always say it's a good-looking game. Some of the best boss fights they've ever done. Some of the best designs they've done. It's a masterpiece. It's a generational game, and I don't say that much. It's great. Phenomenal.
They're not two.
Pokemon. I love it as a whole, but the one that caught my interest the most is Pokemon Coliseum on GameCube. Because it introduced, for me, Dark Pokemon. Even though it wasn't the first game to do that, but you were able to steal people's Pokemon. You weren't Team Rocket, but you were able to steal their Pokemon as long as they had a Dark Heart. So, all right, I'm going to take this, and I'm going to make it mine now. But I loved it, because it was one of those first Pokemon games where you could just actually run around as this 3D character in this set plane of events and battle Pokemon in 3D form. It was fun. Yeah. I could play that for hours and over again, no matter what. Except you had this one chick that followed you around endlessly, and she was kind of annoying because she would get in the way.
That's giving me Resident Evil 5 vibes.
Yeah, it was kind of just like that. Like she would stand, in doorways and stuff, or right in front of stairs. And you're like, just move.
There, you want to know what'll kill a game? Bad AI. Oh God.
Oh, she had horrible AI.
Oh God. Like no. Oh.
You want to know the only reason she was there?
What?
Because she could see the Pokemon with dark hearts. That's it. You couldn't see them yourself.
Oh man.
That's the only reason she was there, for a game mechanic. She would tell you which Pokemon had the dark were dark Pokemon. That was it.
Oh boy.
But that's my number 2.
Here we go.
I'm not doing number 1.
What is it because me?
Yes. We're gonna
We have
skip
different ones though.
Doesn't matter. I'd rather.
Fine, we'll do it at the same time. You go first though.
No, we're gonna. Dean's gonna go.
Okay, fine. We'll do it that way.
Not knowing this, I'm pretty sure our franchise is bigger anyway. Go ahead.
On longer.
Go ahead.
My number 1 is Metal Gear Solid 3.
Fuck you. I love that story though.
Arguably, probably the greatest story I've ever played in a game, and it's not Solid Snake. It's another one of my favorite heroes. It's Big Boss.
She didn't need to die.
There's not much I can say. Again, another one that gets you in the feels. There was no game that game got me in the feels, and that final like revelation of the story. I'm like,
The only reason I know it is because of you and the internet.
Yep.
Goddamn glitch.
Oh my god, it's peak Kojima. It's peak Kojima.
I can't believe, and it's so fucking ironic. The glitch for me is at the end, so the game literally ends for me at the end. I can't get past.
I laugh because you said I don't want to talk about it. I'm like, oh, that's my 1. You're gonna hear it one more time. The gameplay is great. It's pretty much standard Metal Gear, but that's story just and the characters. Metal Gear always has great characters.
They brought back the characters
great boss fights
for Phantom Pain.
They did, because in the timeline, Phantom Pain takes place this year. You're gonna see my fandom now. It takes place. Metal Gear Solid 3 took place in 1964. Phantom Pain took place in 1984. So that is 20 years. In between that was Portable Ops and Peace Walker,
both good ones.
Where you also played as Big Boss, but I could literally give the whole story of Metal Gear for a podcast, so I'm not going to get into that.
Hey, if you want to ask him, he'll do it. He has no problem going over the entire history of that game.
It's my favorite story in games. It is my favorite story in video games, but Metal Gear Solid 3, there you go.
Well then, me and Jay's number 1s, even though we're going to pick different games, Final Fantasy.
Hey, you go first because you chronologically come first.
Yeah. Honorable mention to Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy IX.
Awesome, great game, but it's not everybody's
freaking favorite.
The fact that
7 is an honorable mention is because 7 is like the one to people. That is the one.
And I know a lot of people that don't even have that. It's number 3 for a lot of people.
Oh boy.
I first played 9, so that does hit a little bit of nostalgia. That was an interesting game in itself, but I didn't like the running runtime where you had to be paying attention.
I didn't
to the
like
battles.
the cartooniness.
It's got some.
I didn't have a problem with Zane and all them.
Zidane, yeah. That has a lot of them.
The monkey tail was never explained to me, I don't think.
It wasn't from the world anyway. So it didn't matter. But I love VV too. VV's innocence.
VV, it gave me it's such a heavy He-Man. You remember He-Man's buddy, the mage?
Oh.
No, starts with a V2, I believe.
I thought it was a G. It was like Gargamel. It's not Gargamel, but
no. It's Gargamel, totally
it's something
different.
along that lines.
I just love the silence on the computer because
So
when you talk,
we gotta look it up.
I'm not looking it up.
Orko.
Orko.
They look the same to me.
There aren't any of the same letters. But no, my favorite is 10.
Mm-hmm. What's your reasoning for 10?
Well, the biggest reason is because I love Blitzball.
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 How about the actual story? Do you like the M. Night Shyamalan ending? They twisted on you.
I don't know where you're going with that.
You don't actually exist. Well, you're a dream.
One of you doesn't exist.
Yeah. Which
that's not even true because X2 corrected that.
I didn't actually get that until X2.
That's weird. Then you weren't paying attention throughout the game.
No. Well, it's pretty much because I had a hard time against the final boss till like 4 years ago.
Which final boss? Yevon or Jekt?
Jekt.
Jekt is easy.
don't know what my issue was. Like I said, I suck at certain games and certain times. Like some I get frustrated for no fucking reason at times.
First time I saw that final battle, I was playing with a friend and he was doing it. He two-shotted him.
Ah, dang.
The fuck levels were you guys? What the hell strategy did you got going in?
Two-shot.
His anima summon is just broken.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
It had break damage, so you literally did more than 9999.
I don't know. You're not a big Final Fantasy fan. So
I have comments. I have some comments, but you got to say yours.
I was a big Blitzball guy, and the 10 was a good story, even with it featured corruptness, religion, corruptness, all of it.
Government, religion, it's corruptness as a whole. Like, the only thing you got out of it is people having fun through Blitzball and, coming together for certain festivals and stuff like that.
And to add on to it, even though I didn't like the game personally, it did get a part 2. It got its own game as a part 2.
Fuck you for that one. Because it actually comes up with his favorite Final Fantasy character. She's the only one to actually get a multiple series game.
Final Fantasy 13 is my favorite, because I love lightning.
And it gets shit on so much. But it got 3 parts.
I stopped playing them once I got out of the turn base and it felt more open. I just didn't like it as much.
No, what was yours?
You had to initiate the battle.
Did you say your favorite?
No, I didn't say my favorite.
Oh, okay.
My favorite is Final Fantasy 12. I loved the ability to just go around and the missions, and the only thing I didn't like about it is some of the story missions got too clunky. Like, there's this one where you're in the air island. I can't remember exactly what it is, but some people will definitely know it. I'm Vosh von Ronsberg. Where you had to call out the name. That got annoying as hell. Like, sometimes it didn't even pick up that you were saying it in front of, like, a guard. And you're like, I definitely said it in front of a fucking guard. But you had to do it, like, 20 times in order for it to actually be picked up sometimes. And this was PS2 version. When they released Zodiac Age for the PS4, I think they fixed that because it didn't take me as long. The other part I loved about it is the airship. Like, there's a special mission for a monster hunt, and that's something they did in this game. Monster hunts. You actually had to go out and find specific monsters of species.
That opened up. And that opened up off of 11 because of the online based.
Yes.
That started with that.
I actually loved that bit. They had actual rankings for your character. So you could earn certain equipment at the Monster Hunter Association, which probably isn't the fucking name, and I'm saying something from the Monster Hunter game.
Yep.
But that game, I loved in general, especially the leveling system, and I'm calling out a very old YouTube video, cheap license points. Like, this guy had the nerdiest voice, and he said it, like, cheap license points. It's the only way to actually get skills in game, and you could actually grind in that game very easily if you knew what you were doing. That'll end my...
Just some... We talked about lightning, so I can get some Final Fantasy.
Yeah!
My favorite character from... Lightning's my favorite female. My favorite character from Final Fantasy is in 7. It's Vincent. Vincent Valentine is my favorite character from Final Fantasy.
That's not...
Because he has a great design. I love his design. What? Looking at something. What do you want? What?
He's the
I
guy
thought
that
you had
turns
Vincent Valentine up.
Oh!
He's the one that turned into monsters as his limit.
Okay.
You'll know. Hold on. Here. Oh, God.
My knowledge has to be reinvigorated because I never actually
He was the vampire-looking guy.
For 7, I love the games, but I never had disc 2 or 3.
You might not... Oh, God, he might
I
not
was
even...
gypped. Like, I went as a kid, hey, Ma, I want that game. So we went to the shop, and we got the thing. I didn't know it was supposed to have... I know him. Okay. Problem is, the knowledge...
I don't know where... I don't know if you could... I didn't play it in line. I don't know if you just... I don't know if he was a part of the story or you had to encounter him by doing something. I don't
You actually had to encounter him in a story.
He was one of the 2 optional characters, him and Yuffie.
Yep.
You had to do something special to get him. You could go through the entire game without getting either one.
I never got him.
That's why.
Yuffie...
He got his own game.
Because I was told about Yuffie, I made it a point to go get her.
No,
Oh, yeah.
Yuffie was the random one. You had to encounter her at certain points in order
Yeah.
to be able to get her. You actually had to go and find Vincent. That was an objective.
He actually got his own game too. Vincent got his own game.
Yeah.
PS2 game.
Yeah. George of Cerberus, was that what that was?
Yep. Well, he was popular. You got that.
We cannot do that.
What?
People cannot distinguish when we say "yup" at the same time.
But I had to get some. I like the new Final Fantasy, looking nice. That's the one thing. I don't play all of them. I play the ones that look intriguing to me, and the new one looks intriguing.
I have only one gripe with the new Final Fantasies they're coming out with. They're too grungy,
Grungy.
I don't know.
dark.
Yeah. They're also changing.
Having a dark storyline is okay, but
They're also changing the story enough to have it make sense versus where it didn't make sense at parts.
Is
for the
15
original.
Yeah.
the one with the bros? I call it the bros one with the car.
Yes.
15,
you know it's kind of weird.
not this.
I liked
bros-
15
the
due to the
bros.
open worldness and being able to just do whatever the fuck you want.
I'm sorry, 15's got the dumbest concept. Even if it is a good game, it's still got the dumbest concept of the game.
It's got one of my favorite females in it, though.
Yeah, that's fine.
What? I'm curious what the dumb concept.
Driving the fucking car.
Oh, you don't like driving a car?
It's the dumbest concept.
You can't even
It's
put
the bros.
No, you literally can't even put that fucker on autopilot and get where you want to go.
You gotta drive it.
It is the
Because
dumbest.
it would take you so out of the fucking way. It's like, why? There's a road right here. Why'd you take that road?
It is the dumbest concept.
And
in
it gets
any
worse
Of
when you give the car the ability to fly. I'm not kidding. When they released the DLC and you could put off-road tracks on a car,
the games. You spend how many games with airships and with other vehicles needing steam power,
In the design.
mist power,
you
whatever.
run-
In the
you
design.
run out
This
of
car
gas.
uses fucking gas.
We gotta go to the gas station. We gotta go to the gas station.
you
We low
run
on
out of
fuel.
gas. It gives you first mission though.
I
And
go
that's-
from a-
that's sweet.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
Square Enix. You hit too hard at home there. You need
Hey, come
fucking
on.
gas.
Come on.
We go from a
I
starship
love
to
that
a
opening song.
to
I
a
don't-
Stand by me.
I don't care.
my God.
Everything else about those games are fine. You
my
hit
God.
too close to home with needing gas.
I can actually agree with him on that one. I'm the one who lives out of city, has to come here.
I mean, do we got any worthwhile honorable mentions here?
We were sort of doing that as
That's
we were
I
going.
wanted to save that for last. That's
I
why
mean-
I was like,
I was gonna bring up the one franchise that I know a lot of people love that none of us have a game on.
What's that?
Grand Theft Auto.
I
no-
almost put 5 in there. I almost put 5 in there.
I put San Andreas as an honorable mention.
Because I put a
but no
whole-
game.
San Andreas is probably my favorite out of it.
I put a whole list of. I was like, God, I gotta put 5, and I put so many hours into that game. But yes, 5 could easily be 10 in a 10 somewhere. I love that game. It's so good. They still milking that motherfucker. They still milking that
They're
motherfucker.
gonna milk that game until it's
They're gonna put it on 5, PS5,
it's
and
gonna
then
get its own VR.
my
It's gonna
God.
get VR'd and all that shit. It's too popular.
They're gonna milk it until they get PS6 out there.
Then they'll finally give us Grand Theft Auto 6 one day. I heard they're actually working on it.
Wouldn't that be the shit?
Oh,
Oh
no.
yeah, we got PS6 now.
Grand
You
Theft
get
Auto
Grand Theft Auto
6.
6.
I'm gonna make the gamer joke here and say that we're gonna get Grand Theft Auto 6, but we're never gonna get Half-Life 3.
Well, think about it this way: if you go by the titles, we got Half-Life, right? And then we got Half-Life 2. Well, Half-Life 3. Well, why don't you get Half-Life 3? What's half of 3?
I mean,
That's DLC.
Yeah.
There's,
shit,
there's your
another
other
one.
gamer joke.
since we were on that, another one. I love the fact that you bought more time. I fucking love it.
Well, you're welcome.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Well, actually, I don't
Yes.
even know. We're already over the 2-hour mark, and
Yeah.
I don't know where the hell we were before that. So we might have to figure out a good endpoint.
We're working on it. We're on the honorable mentions.
Yeah, but Red Dead Redemption 2. Yes.
That's another one they
People.
tried to milk forever too.
People, what is that? It's Cowboy Grand Theft Auto.
Rockstar here. You want to mention it? There you go. Rockstar Games. That's another good one for Dean.
Rockstar game. Yeah. I just like
American RPG.
I just like tying a guy up on my lasso and dragging him around on my horse
What?
because he pissed me off.
That explains a lot about Dean.
And you can also hang him from bridges. You can do a lot of things in that game. You can do so much with that lasso.
That explains so much about you.
Yeah, it does.
Does Red Dead ruin me? That's what ruined me?
No.
Lassos?
No. Jay and Silent Bob ruined you, but that's for different reasons.
Another popular franchise that was probably my number one honorable mention was Witcher 3.
Hey.
Witcher series or just Witcher 3?
The Witcher series in general is the franchise, but I love
Witcher 3 is you can play that all day.
I didn't get into it at first, but once I got the mechanics down, it made it a lot more fun. I had issues with it.
Roach is invincible.
See, I can do magic in that game, fine. But when it comes to the swordplay, for some reason, I suck.
Igni.
I won the first time I beat that game. I won it all on swordplay.
Igni.
See, we're different.
Igni. But when you're fighting a ghoul, you got to put that sign down so you can hit it.
I'm fucking Oracle in that game. What?
I played the first game on easy mode. You can kill everything in that game without easy mode with just a sword.
I want to quickly mention too, because I had to put Uncharted on there. I actually really, really enjoyed when they're revamping of Tomb Raider.
Ooh, yeah.
I loved all of them games.
We're getting another fucking reboot.
The actress they picked that did all the mocap
after reboot on that one.
For Lara Croft was great. I had heard,
but they were doing great with the stories. They made it relatable. They put her in modern times.
It was. I liked it. They had there was rumors of they might make another one or they're gonna reboot it, but I hope they kind of do the same similar thing because I loved it. I love.
Doesn't matter if that's one franchise
did
where it doesn't
Square
matter
Enix
if it's
stay
rebooted or
on
not.
that
Just
one?
give us a different storyline every time, and it's fine.
Yeah. I want them to keep the same. I would love them to keep the same actress though because she's great. She's fucking great.
Did Square Enix stay on for that Tomb Raider games?
Yeah, they did 3 of those. They did 3. They did Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb
now
Raider,
that's why we're rumored to get a freaking
and
reboot
Shadow.
because Square Enix, as soon as they get 3 games out, for some reason, all right.
Unless it's a franchise they design themselves, you get 3 games.
Exactly.
That's it.
You get 3 games. That's
The only one they haven't revisited was Dragoon.
Dragonlance?
Legends of Dragoons.
Oh.
freaking God.
People really want to
I talked
visit
about
that game.
Metal Gear a lot, but I don't know if anyone's actually played this, but it's a game that was very iffy with the Metal Gear community, but I personally loved it. It was
Rising?
Metal Gear Rising. That
Hack and slash.
soundtrack carried that game. Holy crap. That was great. That was great. Great stuff. 770. I only have one more. I want to make sure.
No, I just go off of what you guys said because
I
I didn't write anything down.
I did write down because nobody mentioned anything even close to this, but I had so much fun with this. Midnight Club Dub Edition.
Fuck. Okay,
it was
Need for Speed Underground 1 and 2
car game. No one mentioned.
I didn't mention any single racing game, and it pisses me off because my niche happens to be RPGs and racing games.
I love what makes or breaks car games to me is customization. Midnight Club, it's some of the best customization, along with an old PS2 game called Juiced.
That's why I like Underground.
Those had some of the best customization for car games. I'm gonna say this quick because none of us mentioned a racing game, and I get it, they're hit or miss. Like I don't like Gran Turismo like other people do.
You know the only concept I hate about
Forza,
that game?
that's just Xbox.
In order to buy this car, you have to have this license. Fuck away with this real life shit.
Yeah,
I don't want to have a grade A license just to have a Lamborghini. God damn it!
Right. Oh my god.
And my dad always rubbed it in my face. Well, you don't have this yet? God damn it!
And for shits and giggles, the greatest online experience I've ever had: SoCal Confrontation, PlayStation 3. Bring that shit back. I played that shit every day after school, man. Every day.
I played that shit and I loved it.
Every day. Well,
I didn't even care if I died.
Okay.
The KD in that game didn't matter to me.
Well, that was our top 10 and honorable mentions, people. Hope you enjoyed. Do we have anything planned for what is our next episode? Do we have anything planned?
Stay tuned to Facebook and all our other things
for updates.
We'll figure that one out.
Try to put some interactive stuff on the Facebook or whatever.
I will definitely let you know. I am up on that stuff. I will keep you tuned.
And since it's the last closing statements, I'll always say this at the end, so get used to it.
Right here.
Badger Collectibles liked us, our Facebook page, so give them a click and see what they got in Milwaukee. Great store for pops and collectibles if you're interested. We all got sure. BadgerCollectibles.com. There you go, website. Anyways, stay tuned. It's Valion signing off.
Dreadnought. See you later. Torin, just saying goodbye.
Torin says goodbye.
Torin says goodbye. All right, everyone. Have a good, safe night.